Hit it. Not that one.
Trigger happy.
You're listening to the Pillaging Podcast, proud member of the Crow's Nest Podcast Network, companion podcast to PJ4F.com, the #1 podcast in Raider Nation. Tune in every week wherever podcasts are found. Call in to leave a message to be played on air at 408-909-PJFF. This episode brought to you by One Nation Fanwear. Check them out at onenationfanwear.com. It's time to pillage another podcast. We are PJ4F.
Oh,
what you sipping on, Che?
Oh, you already know. Let's give him that fresh crack. Bobby Wasabi.
Oh, yes.
Ah, yeah.
Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year's. Listen, your boy, Bobby Wasabi, has sponsored this. Today, he brought this beautiful Mac Drizzle Platinum IPA, and it's packing a punch because it comes in 19.2 ounces. Yeah, I'm excited about this one.
Altamont just wants to make sure that you experience all of what Mac Drizzle is.
Oh, yeah.
And especially being a platinum one, I was like, damn, dude. I saw this, it grabbed my attention, and I was like, dog, look at that. Silver, black.
Yeah, bro, it's a beautiful can.
It's got to be on the Crow's Nest.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, Bobby, pull that popper stopper down a little bit. People want to see your face.
Oh, yes.
People want to see your face.
There you go.
Hey, man. So look, this is also I'm also sporting my other Christmas gift given to me by my boy Kenny over here, my brother. He hooked it up with that laser engraved Pillaging Podcast pint glass, and it's going to taste even better coming out of this glass. So here we go.
Yeah.
Salud. Salud. I hope you got them. If you got them, crack them.
Cheers.
So you guys might be wanting to know, where can I get myself a Pillaging Podcast engraved pint glass? You can head over to BathkeEngraving.etsy.com. That's BATHKE engraving.etsy.com, or hit them up at BathkeEngraving@gmail.com. Also want to give a shout out to the official salsa of the Pillaging Podcast.
That's right.
Go to salsmexicanrestaurants.com. All these links are in the description below. salsmexicanrestaurants.com, based in the Central Valley, or sorry, I should say based in, what would you call it, the Inland Empire down there in the Fresno area.
Yeah.
They ship all over the country. So if you find yourself in a place like Iowa, maybe you can't get some good salsa. Well, now you can, courtesy of the Pillaging Podcast. Hit them up. Their main location is in Selma. That's where you want to ship out from. Again, all the info is in the description. You can hit them up at 559-896-0412 or 559-896-SALS and ask for Karl or Sal, or whoever's available. Get you the fresh salsa from the West Coast.
That's what's up.
Wherever you live. Of course, onenationfanwear.com. You know, Chase sporting that nice limited edition nation print. And DC4L Custom Tees. I got the Pillaging Podcast zip-up hoodies are back with the band graphic on the back. We can't show you. But go over to DC4LCustomTees.com and look for the Pillaging Podcast page. That's where you will find them. If you want to donate to the show, you can do so right here in the YouTube chat or at paypal.me/PJ4F. Sorry, I got off on that tangent because we mentioned the glasses. I didn't get that over.
It's all good, man. It's all good. You did a great job.
I'm giving Che a chance to savor.
Oh man, this is delicious. It's nice. It's smooth. This is a smooth drinker right here. And it's good that they gave us 19.2 ounces because I'm gonna drink every last drop. This bad boy though is laced up, as they put it on the can, with loads of Mosaic, Cashmere, and Eldorado hops, and it's got some tropical fruits and ripe orchard fruits and stanky dank. Ew. That sounds like a Mac Drizzle beer, if you ever heard of one. So, hey, salud, Raider Nation, man. It's good to be back in the studio with my brothers and with y'all, man.
Yeah, Happy New Year's. I'm drinking that Mountain Dew sour, delicious as usual. Now I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, man. 2021. It's gonna be good. if you're a Raiders fan, it's gonna be good.
Drinking the Kool-Aid already.
Yeah. Hey. It's no time better to start than now.
Want to give a quick shout out to Silky Slim.
Yeah.
He says, "What's up, Che, Kenny, Bobby, and Kane? What's cracking?" We'll have Kane on here momentarily. He's gonna be on for an extended segment today.
Thank you, brother.
Salute. Also, Chevy Raider, he says, "I was getting worried. I thought YouTube suspended the Pillaging Podcast."
Hey, don't bring that on us. But it's not out of the question.
That's
not out of the question.
Yeah, we have gotten out of pocket
More than a few times.
after a couple cellos, of course.
There.
Yeah, it's still early.
Hey. Tune in for the our end of the year wrap up. Today's not gonna be that, but in a couple weeks we're gonna give you the full on end of the year wrap up. And your boy Kenny said we're all getting drunk, so it should be a good one.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Quinn. He says, "Smash that like button. Good to have you guys back." That's right. Smash that like button.
Smash that like button, man. If you like chelas, smash that like button.
If you're tired of talking the draft in January, smash that like button.
If you just need a chilla, smash that like button.
Hey, man, if you're here and you're live and you made it with us in 2021, smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
If you've ever stormed the Raiders headquarters, smash that like button.
Oh, man. I'm glad I didn't take that drink.
If you've ever been on the no-fly list, smash that like button.
Oh, man.
All right, so I think tables are set. We'll give you a little preview of tonight's show. We are going to start somewhat of a season preview tonight. We're going to go kind of do a rundown of the schedule, and we're not going to talk about every game, but some of the highs, the lows, the turning points. We'll have Kane on. He's going to give you the MVP and Trash Can Players of the Year. for both the offense and the defense. And then starting next week, we're going to do our season recap on the personnel groupings. We'll be starting with offense, breaking down tight ends, running backs, offensive line, and wide receivers. And then we'll move on to the defense. Each one of us here, we're going to be assigned a personnel group. I believe Kane's taking on the wide receiver, so he's called dibs there. And we're going to do our best to give you a recap. Moving forward, as we get to the Super Bowl, I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe we do a live Super Bowl stream and what do they call that? Simulcast type thing.
That would be dope.
Football watch party, kind of like we did the draft. I don't know. Maybe that. And then, of course, right after the Super Bowl, we got to do the Nesties.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Nesty Time.
You know we've all been keeping track of those calls. So
Yep.
let's see. Let's see if there's a mad scramble at the end. You know how like everyone's trying to get like those extra credits like like at the end of the school year.
They've been warned, man, so they better get on it if they're trying to end up on that list. You know what I mean? If you want to get that Nesty, you got a couple weeks to get in. You know, if you haven't called yet, call now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Call often. Call a lot. If you have to call like 5 times, it's all good.
If you have to call 5 times to get one good call in, it's all good. Call.
Right. You're allowed many mulligans, so just go for it.
Raider Nug says 30 for 30 Al Davis watch party. It's a possibility.
Hey,
it's a possibility.
That'd be cool.
And then Patina Satfield Phillips, she chimes in and says, I left a message in case it's played. I'm not as heated as I've calmed down by now. So I had a bit of stumbling. Love my Pillaging brothers, though. Glad to see you guys back in here. Hey,
yeah. Hey,
thanks.
Salud.
Shout out and salute.
Shout out. Thank you for the $20 donation. Again, Quinn with the $20 donation and Silky Slim with the $20 donation. You guys far too generous.
Yeah, man. But we appreciate y'all.
We'll gladly take your money. After we get through the Nesties, that might be a 1 or 2 episode thing. I don't know. We're going to be adding some new categories, higher production value this year. We want to have some acceptance speeches, so we'll be reaching out to the nominees over the next few weeks to get you guys ready, let you know you're nominated, so you can be here with us live and stand by because we'll be calling the winners to give your acceptance speeches. So start drafting those now.
That's right.
Pete's had his written for months already.
That's right.
After the Nesties, we're talking about it's going to be probably somewhat of an extended break here. And I know we take a lot of breaks, but hey, life gets in the way. This last time, we had a bit of a COVID scare in the camp. Everybody's fine. And your boy Kenny strained his rotator cuff. And I don't know how. It was not my masturbation hand, so wasn't that.
He ruled that out really quick.
So it wasn't his foot. It was fine. That's his masturbation hand. Kenny, see, for all y'all that don't know, that's why Kenny don't wear flip-flops, because he has that toe on the side.
God damn, bro.
Sorry.
In case you're wondering, I did not write that joke for Bobby. That was right off the top. That was nice. So we're doing some quick hits. They're not going to be quick tonight. We're going to spend a little bit more time on the news. There's a lot more news. As you guys know, the season's over, so the news comes out. Then we're going to take a short break. We'll get Kane on here. We're going to get into that recap. We're going to give you the MVP, Trash Can Players of the Year, all that. So it'll be a nice big show for you guys tonight, and we're going to string some of these together. So I did mention extended break. That's a good month and a half away. Got a lot of programming coming to you guys here in the new year. Our season might be over, but the Pillaging Podcast, we pillage on. We keep on moving.
That's right.
And in case you're new to this show, let you guys know this is the intro. It is a long intro. We do a long intro. Okay.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is. And we cut it loose, man. This is an uncensored show. So again, if you're first time, you've been warned. Leave your feelings at the dock. It's the Pillaging Podcast. And we're ready to set sail. Let's go, guys.
Yeah.
Let's do some hold on. Let me get this dialed in here. All right. Quick hits. Mark Davis shares his thoughts on the 2020 season. This interview was by Ed Graney from the Las Vegas Review-Journal. Shout out to Las Vegas Review-Journal for not putting this interview behind the paywall. Thank you for that.
Yep.
Not hating on that. Understand journalism, you guys got to make money. News sites, they're all the same. Hella pop-ups, all that. But hey, they warned you about this. Ray Bradbury warned you would have to pay for information in the future. And that's where we're at. But let's get down to business. Mark Davis was interviewed. The headline is something like Mark Davis says 2020 season was like Twilight Zone. So if you're looking for this article, that's what it's going to be called. I just picked out one of the questions. Mr. Graney asked Mark Davis, after this season, is your faith just as strong now in head coach John Gruden and general manager Mike Mayock? Davis had a great answer. He says, absolutely. Excuse me. In year one with John, it was a deconstructive phase where he wanted to get things down to more salary cap control and really start building the team. We made a little progress in year two, but obviously not enough. Mike then came in and our drafting player management strategy was a little different. Thought we made some progress there. We were looking forward to this inaugural season in Vegas. Our new practice facility, everything else, all the things we dreamed of were coming true. But this season, and I've said it many, many, many times, life got in the way with the virus. Yes. It's just hard to judge things based on any continuity. You're being coached on Zoom calls. The rookies didn't have any chance to have a normal beginning to their careers. It's really hard to put any kind of grade on the season except to say we didn't get to where we expected to be. But yes, I'm happy with the leadership. He kind of goes on in the interview to say that all the COVID-related stuff is not an excuse. Other teams are going through that. It only serves as an explanation. So let's open it up to you guys. How do you feel about this? Mark hit it on the head. Was he being too soft? What are your initial reactions to Mark's response?
I like the fact that he's not overreactive, right? We need a guy that's not going to be, hitting that quick switch on us. Because that's what our franchise has been for years, man. It's been like, oh, you're not getting it done, go, you're gone. Now you're gone. And we've had plenty of coaches that deserve to get fired, right? But I think we've all been on the same page in terms of, John Gruden has made improvements. Yes, we didn't improve our record, but we saw what this offense could be under the right circumstances. Early on in the season and even in late in the season, we still saw some high scoring games. We saw the offense go down the field, get points. So I'm not concerned about making a switch right now. Like everyone else has been talking about that Gruden's got to give back them $10 million or whatever, or $100 million for the 10 years, pay all that stuff back. And it's like, yo, we're still moving. We're still progressing right now. And there's more important things that need to be addressed than trying to get rid of another coach and starting all over again. Like we need to see some other things pan out first before we can decide that, man.
And on that note, I'm gonna let you get in, Bobby. But on that note, later in this interview, they asked Mark Davis how involved he'd be with the defensive coordinator process, and he maintained the same line he's had before. He knows what he doesn't know, and he's going to let the professionals he's hired to do the job do that job.
Right.
He said he's going to play devil's advocate to some degree. He's going to pick John and Mike's brain, but he's really going to get out of the way and let that process play out the way they feel like it needs to be play out. Go ahead, Bobby.
No, definitely, and I'm glad that Davis didn't sugarcoat anything either as well.
Right.
It was like, oh, it was great, blah blah blah, this and that, because it would have been a total lie. Everybody would have been able to call him out, and nobody would have been able to respect him, Mayock, or Gruden as well. Am I happy with the direction, with the 8-8 season, with the results that we had? Of course not. We all wanted better. I mean, what was it? I said we were going to go 11-5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the one who said that we were going to make such a great stride in this year, but obviously there's a lot of crap that came in the way, and life as well happens to be friendships, man. And that's one thing that I feel that got in the way pretty bad this year was that friendship to Paul Gunther, man.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, like you got to understand where your friendships are at and where your professional responsibilities are at.
There you go.
And that's why you don't stake out your neck half the time for friends, because you're like, oh, bro, like I know you as a homie, but I don't know you as a so-and-so.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to put my name out there, it's like I want to make sure you go out there and work just as hard as I do.
Right.
And it just wasn't that way, man. Yeah. So at least I appreciate Davis for at least, being able to say, you know what, it wasn't all great, but we are making strides as well. And same thing too, man, what Ches said, bro. I'm glad he wasn't all reactionary, because a lot of us could get all soap opera sentimental and whatnot, and just be like, no, we got to do this, we got to do that, be all reactionary. And it just doesn't work out that way. It hasn't worked out that way for us, man. So we have to be patient, and it sucks. We've said this many, many times, but we have to let the process play out.
Yeah. It's a rough year for friends with the initials PG, I'll tell you that. We had to let one go too. Crow's Nest will be back, however, in 2021. So those of you guys that have been riding that ship, stay tuned.
Stay tuned, Vinny.
So yeah, it's a great article. It's a short interview, but I still recommend you go watch it, or go read it, because it's not often that you got to hear from Mark Davis this season. And they talk a little bit about him not being at the stadium and watching his mom light the torch and all that. Pretty cool, man. I think Mark Davis is a lot cooler than we were riding him in the beginning. So yeah, quick hits. ESPN 3030 just announced new episode coming up February 4th at 9 p.m. Al Davis versus the NFL.
Yeah. Is this like a 3-part series? Because it should be.
It's like a 10. It should be a 10-part.
Right?
Series,
it should be like a mini series, bro. It should be on Netflix.
There you go. It should be a mini series. Not many series.
Yeah, a mini series.
That would be a good show, though, right? Like,
hell yeah.
Who would they get to play Al Davis? My vote, Tom Hanks.
Will Ferrell.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good.
Will Ferrell.
Tom Hanks would be good. I mean,
Will Ferrell. Come on, bro. Come on, dude. He was already a GM if you think about it, bro. Semi-pro. Come on, dude. You're gonna have Al Davis screaming, "Everybody love everybody."
Hey, if you wanted it to be a comedy, Will Ferrell for sure.
John or Al. I know you're in love with Fabian Washington, but there's this guy at Cal. We got to draft Aaron Rodgers. He's a second coming. You're lying. I don't believe you.
Oh, Frank Caliendo. Said John Gruden.
Al, you're lying. I don't believe you. You're a smelly pirate ogre. I'd watch that. Any predictions on this? Al Davis versus the NFL. Who won?
Raider Nation wins.
Oh man. Hey, as far as I'm concerned, we're still currently losing, right? So yeah, hopefully we start to get some wins here pretty soon. But I think that story was written. It's been written. It's already in the history books. The moment that started to take place is the moment that our franchise started to take a fall.
Yep.
And by a lot of people have criticisms of Al Davis, about his fight against the NFL, the reasons for his fights against the NFL. But all the teams in the NFL have profited off of his fight.
Yeah.
The only franchise that hasn't profited off of it is the Raiders. So we're hoping that the nice play, the nice guy that Mark Davis has been in the recent years is gonna help us out. But Al was right in a lot of those situations, man. He was right in a lot of those situations. A lot of people were angry about it. A lot of people made a lot of criticisms of him, like I said, because he wasn't willing to bow down. He wasn't willing to take no for an answer, and he knew where he stood, and he was going to die by it. So, hopefully things turn around. But I'm excited about that series because I think somebody on Twitter said, now you guys are going to realize why we are where we are. Mm-hmm. A lot of people like to talk crap about the Raiders and the Raider fans. They don't understand our loyalty because they don't have any. But when you get to see that documentary, you're gonna understand a little bit more. And we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Raider Nug, our moderator in the chat, many blessings, Raider Nug, doing an excellent job. He said Amy Trask said she didn't know anything about that till today from Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, damn shame
I saw that too.
They didn't include her. I don't know. We could talk about that, and we've talked about that, how Mark Davis is sort of excluding maybe some of the people he felt were excluding him and cutting him out. I think part of that was Mark Davis just needing to show that he can do this without his dad's cronies. Unfortunately, Amy Trask, is a casualty of that. But she's beloved by Raider Nation. And hopefully, Amy, you're out there enjoying a nice bowl of ice cream tonight.
Hey.
She loves her ice cream.
And hi.
That's right.
Yeah. She loves her ice cream, man. If you know anything about her, you should know that. So yeah, that's it. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to be looking forward to watching that. I want to be tuned in. Chances are we know everything, but it's always fun to watch it play out. Also, Raider Nug, just really quick while we're on this, he said, I'm calling this season a wash, but they did look good at the beginning and show they have potential. I'm not calling it a wash, man, and we'll get into this later on, but Our offense averaged 27 points a game this year.
Yeah.
I really feel like the offense came a long way, and it's going to go even further once these rookies sort of get up to speed and have real off seasons. So, you have the rookie class from the previous year, right? Their second year in the NFL this year did not get an off season. Their first year in the league, obviously, it's their transition. So it's really 2 rookie classes here that have missed out, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But really quick, while we're on that subject, quick hits. A couple of the Raider rookies like to post of Deshaun Watson in Raiders gear this week.
And car stands had a fucking fit, bro. They were upset, dog.
Here's what I say. One of them is Henry Ruggs, and love Henry Ruggs.
Yeah.
I think the best is yet to come with him. But, watch what you like, because in order to get Watson in a package deal,
oh, man. Yeah.
I'm sure the Texans would love to have some Henry Ruggs on that team, bro.
That's true.
So as much as you'd like to see Watson in silver and black, how much do you want to see yourself in a Texans uniform? I think is the question you should be asking yourself before you go liking those posts.
This is true, man.
So
this is true. This is true. This is true.
Just be careful, man.
Just a quick hit. Josh Jacobs arrested after DUI car accident this past week.
Yeah.
It was right after the game?
It was right after getting home.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so the same day, right? They came home and he got to Las Vegas, and I think he was out. He was out, celebrating the end of the season and ending with a win, right?
There was a video of that.
Yeah, there was. I think somebody.
It was like a karaoke video.
He caught a gang. He got a gang of flack for it too. But some dude was like, "This is what he was doing." Oh no, it's our boy. I think it was Fish Reds, bro.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they went in on him again for right. I mean, and they were right to do so, because we did too. But they showed
we low key kicked that off.
But they showed dude, his live stream on IG, I believe, and he was at a karaoke bar, and I'm sure there was drinks and there was good times being had, but yeah, man. So the dude, we all know what happened. He was in an accident, and they arrested him for DUI. However, what is being said is that he passed the sobriety test. When they were giving him the sobriety test, he passed the sobriety test, and so the his lawyer and himself are fighting this, saying that it wasn't due to his sobriety, it was due to him just passing out, him falling asleep at the wheel, which is completely different. It makes things completely different. So I hope that things get cleared up. But to all y'all motherfuckers that were out there talking about it's time to move on from Josh Jacobs,
come on, because
I saw he's young, he's got some money, he was having a good time, he was celebrating, and things happen, man. He didn't hurt anybody, and he's luckily not more hurt than he was, other than that big gash on his forehead. And thank God that he's good.
Yeah,
thank God that he's good. Let's look at things from that perspective, man. We could have been talking about him in a completely different fashion. So I'm glad that Josh Jacobs is all right. He survived the crash, the accident, and let things play out. Whatever the NFL decides to do is that. But we're not getting rid of Josh Jacobs. Y'all motherfuckers are crazy, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Honestly, dog, I think it's that whole cancel culture thing, dude.
It is.
And everyone is just so quick to jump on it, man. And it's like, dude, just stop and remember the whole glass house thing, dude.
Yeah.
And that's my thing, dude, is that remember that, bro, before you start going out there and being a freaking, what was it? A scream beret and shit. Dude.
Yeah, scream beret.
Yeah, dude.
For real. All you chubby-cheeked, mouth-breathing wannabe.
Fucking mouth breathers.
Out there.
How come you coach him?
Yeah, you knew that was coming.
Hey, shut your big yapper. Why don't you shut your big yapper?
Hey, for real.
But quick hits.
Yeah.
Raiders interview Gus Bradley and Chris Richard for the defensive coordinator position. Gus Bradley, as you guys know, famed defensive coordinator one time for the Seattle Seahawks, helped create that Legion of Boom defense from 2009 to 2012. He's been with the Chargers since 2017. And in between the Seahawks and Chargers, served as the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Interesting option right there. And, of course, Richard, formerly with the Dallas Cowboys? Nah. Worked under Bradley, the Seahawks, secondary coach. That's right.
There you go.
Yeah, and he was the Cowboys secondary coach and play caller in 2018, 2019. What do you guys think? Gus Bradley, the sexy option there. I think we're going to hear more names, though, right? Like Raheem Morris probably in the mix.
I would assume so. I don't know what Tampa Bay is going to be. Oh, no, Tampa Bay. Atlanta's going to be doing with him. Obviously, he took over the role. And as we know, with experience of our own coaching staff and other teams' coaching staffs, most of the time, the guy that takes over and finishes off the season doesn't get picked up for the head coach. I don't know why, but that's usually the case. So we'll see what happens. If he's available and Atlanta doesn't make a move on him, I can't see why they wouldn't look to him and see if they could bring him in, because he already has a history with Gruden. So we know that chemistry is already there.
And that's the main thing too that Gruden also looks for as well. Is that honestly, from what I've seen, it's just he's been pulling in his friends that will do what he says, and that's kind of what scares me a little bit, man. Honestly, it's like, well, I like the idea of that, but do I really want somebody else paying attention to Gruden? I want somebody to actually push back. I always think of back when we actually had our QB yelling at Gruden,
right?
Like seriously, dude. Like you, and that's what I've always said is that why can't Karl be out there yelling at somebody else? Why can't our defensive coach and be like, you know what? Nah, dude, I don't need you stepping in here. I want to run the plays that I see best fit with the crew that we got best fit right here. So,
you know what, man? I don't know. Maybe you have a point there, Bob. But I really don't think that Gruden goes in and actually gets involved necessarily in what is being called defensively. I think he gets pissed when the shit that's being called doesn't work. We see that a lot, right? Like, what the fuck was that? Like, we saw a lot of that happening in the PG this year, right? Like, what the fuck was that? Are you serious? Like, I think that's as far as his defensive input goes. Because I don't think that he wants to be involved in fucking defensive play calls. We already know how much he's involved in the offense, right? I mean, as a head coach, it is his offense and he is calling the fucking plays. I don't think he wants that responsibility. I think he wants somebody to fucking take as much responsibility and account for the defense as he does the offense. So I'm hoping that a coach will come in and do that. And I've also heard some people throwing out the name Lovie Smith, I think, talking about him. I think he's wanting to return back to the NFL because I think he went to college. So that's another name that people have been. I know Raider fans, the minute we know that somebody else can be hired for, or we're looking for somebody else to be hired, they start searching the world for coaches. So Lovie Smith, I saw was not necessarily trending, but was thrown out there in the Twitter sphere. So I don't know, maybe. Yeah. I mean, I think what everybody wants is somebody with a history of putting out a good defense.
Yeah.
Can we just get that? Can we just get a guy that we know has a history of putting out really good defenses? Because that would probably point us in the right direction.
You know what? A lot of people throwing out the Wade Phillips thing there. I don't know, man. I like Wade. I think he's a great defensive coordinator. I just don't see the personalities meshing. I don't think one knock I have against John is it just seems like his coordinators are always people that are going to work for him. You know, I don't know that you get two guys like that. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. It's just a gut feeling. Really quick, shout out to Pete, Pillaging Pete.
Hey,
Pillaging.
He says, as far as the DC job goes, we need someone to help our secondary. We would have been 10-6 if our guys were more disciplined. I agree with that. I think, we talk about bringing in new players in the secondary. It's not uber talented. It's talented enough. They're football players. And I think with a better scheme, better coaching, you'll see better production from them. I think with the offense where it's at right now, and it's going to get better, you get yourself a middle of the road, a slightly above average defense, and we're in the mix. We're 10-6.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's going to take. Get a great defense in there, and we're forced to be reckoned with. But it was a good conversation. And Chris, another footnote, Chris Richard in Dallas worked for some time with Marinelli. So you got to think that Rob is probably instrumental in getting that interview in there. But I wouldn't say he's a front runner. I think there's going to be more names in the mix. I'm happy to see that they started this search immediately. This is not going to be a last minute hire, hopefully. So
Yeah.
Chevy Raider saying, can we get Tony Dungy to put our defense together? I mean, that'd be interesting, right? John Gruden, the man that took over Tony Dungy's position in Tampa, and have him on the same sideline. I mean, it'd be interesting.
I don't know. Tony Dungy looks pretty comfortable in that seat, though. He looks like he's enjoying being in and out, a TV personality now, man.
It's the money, bro.
Yeah,
the money, the less responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Tony Dungy looks like Wario, bro. he looks like a evil Keebler elf.
He just needs that zigzag mustache, though.
That'll be the new hipster mustache, dog.
Oh shit!
I see Kane in the chat. What's up, Kane? Everyone say
What
hi
up,
to Kane?
Kane?
What's up, Kane?
Let's spam Kane's name in the chat. Let's get a Kane.
Kane.
Spam in the chat, man. Shout out. Also,
Kane.
Patrina just pointed out only half of the people in the chat have hit that like button. So
Yeah, what's up with that?
what's good, y'all?
Ooh, that's terrible, man.
What is up with that? We have 18 likes. We have,
Hey,
40.
I like it,
people.
though. See
Come
that?
on now.
Pillagers, trying to hold other pillagers accountable, man.
If you've ever asked yourself,
How come you coach him but not me?
smash that like button. Yeah.
Yes.
And
Good
quick,
times.
we got one more quick hit.
Hey,
Corey Littleton looks back on the 2020 season. That'd be the first time he looked back during the 2020 season, to be honest. No, I like this interview. You can check this interview out on Mercury News website. This was done by the OG, Jerry McDonald. He won't tell you in his articles, but Jerry McDonald, diehard Raiders fan, very loyal to the Silver and Black. He's done a lot of great journalist work over the years. If it wasn't for Jerry McDonald, this show would not exist. We've covered that story in detail, so I won't reset that. But that's a fact. So much love and respect to Jerry McDonald.
Hell yeah.
So he had a little conference call. Bay Area News Group had a conference call with all the Raiders players. I highly recommend you go read this. We've been very critical of Corey Littleton. I'm going to back off after reading this interview because Corey Littleton, he agrees with us 100%. I'll tell you that right now. He says, and I pulled this quote from the article. He says, I don't know if I can actually pinpoint an exact date or time, but I can say as the season progressed, I felt more and more comfortable through the year. Earlier in the season, I felt like a chicken with its head cut off. I promise you, it would be a 10 times difference than what we showed if we did have an off season together. I had to grow and learn a lot of things that I would have been able to do in April and all the way to June. You miss out on a lot in a way. When we hit the game time, that's crunch time. You should already have it all down, and we missed a lot.
Yeah.
And you couple that with kind of the news that you heard about how Paul Gunther was installing defenses on a week-to-week basis.
Yep.
The amount of defense he was trying to install, it makes a lot of sense. And we saw Corey Littleton grow throughout the year with this team. We saw him getting, half snaps during games early in the year to playing every snap in the last 2 games back-to-back. So I'm hoping that, Corey Littleton's had some reflection. He's looked in the mirror. He's being honest with himself. He's being honest with us. He knew what this interview was going to be about. He took it anyways and took it like a man. So Corey Littleton getting paid a lot of money. I hope to see big things out of this guy next year, man.
Absolutely, man. I think he's being, obviously some people can look at that as an excuse. He's saying, yeah, I'm responsible, but he's also kind of saying, oh, it's kind of not on me necessarily. But I think, like Bobby was talking about earlier, like we weren't expecting any of this shit, man. As a matter of fact, Bobby didn't expect the season to happen at all. Like, Bobby was like, we're not even gonna have a season, man. COVID's about to shut this shit down, and by all means, maybe that should have been the case. But the season went on, and we had all these stumbles that we had, in terms of people's health and COVID-related delays on people's playtime. health issues and injuries and all kinds of stuff just went down.
Game
and everything,
delays. And all that?
Well, not even game delays. We didn't even get a game delay. We got a game rushed, bro.
Oh, yeah,
like
my bad. Sorry.
they pushed our game forward instead of backwards. But that doesn't stop you from being responsible for your play on the field and your effort. And we made a lot of criticisms of this defense and of Littleton. And I like to think that he heard the calls of the fans. I think he took that personally.
Yeah.
And not in a bad way where he's whining about it.
And I took that personally.
Yeah. Yeah. And not in a bad way where he's whining and he's complaining that people are talking bad about him, but he's like, yo, you know what? Yeah. What do I expect? The defense didn't play good. We didn't play good. We didn't mesh for whatever reason. COVID, bad coaching, whatever it may be. Things didn't go the way they were supposed to or the way that he had hoped for.
How come you coach him but not me?
And so, yeah, man, you know what? We're going to pull back now and we're going to say, Corey Littleton, go to work. Mm-hmm. Go to work because next season, it's no holds bar.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? You come back next season and things get better, then we're all back on board.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if things end up the same or worse, you're gonna hear it. Raider Nation doesn't shut the hell up, bro. Like Raider Nation is alive and well. They let you know that COVID hasn't taken them out because they're all over the social media. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're everywhere. So you're gonna know if we're unhappy. They might even DM your ass personally. There's a lot of crazy motherfuckers out there. So maybe put your make sure that your DMs are locked. Don't allow randoms to DM you. But yeah, man, hey, we wish you nothing but the best, man. I want you to be successful because we were excited to hear you were coming here because we knew what you had done in LA with the Rams. So we look forward to you playing this same. We look forward to having you play the exact same way here or better, right?
Yeah.
We want better. So, hey, man, go do it. Get after it. Learn that playbook. Get that continuity on the defense and come back and show Raider Nation what you were supposed to be in 2020.
But more importantly, I was going to say, go out there with that mentality as well, is that of not of uncertainty, but of maybe this can happen again. Maybe 2020 the 2020 season can happen again. So approach that. Mm-hmm. I mean, just look at Nelly. Look at how he was able to shake off that stigma that he had in Philadelphia as far as he's not a go-to guy. Mm-hmm. Don't even look at him anymore. Whereas that was Carr's dude right there. So just think of it like that as well, man. It's that maybe you had to take that initiative and be forward thinking about that possibly this could happen again. So just have that in mind as well, man. And like Chet said, dude, we don't get banned from Twitter, bro. So we'll find you.
Yeah, we're not the leaders of the free world, so we're here to stay.
Yeah,
at least for the time being.
And I see folks in the chat talking about excuses with the Raiders COVID issues and the offseason program. Look at the teams that are in the playoffs this year. A lot of them fielded not the same exact team they had last year, but all of their skill positions. A lot of them were returning players. And, you look at the Colts. Yeah, they have Phillip Rivers in there, brand new. That guy's a veteran quarterback coming in, not a rookie. Look at the faces on the Raiders, how many fresh faces we had, whether they're first-year players or second-year players. And so, I get what you're saying. The team was not ready. They were poorly coached on defense. All of those things are facts. You're not wrong there. But a lot of this was due to, the off-season programs being hampered by COVID regulations. We had a week where the defensive line didn't get to practice. We had a week where the offensive line didn't get to practice. We had a week where some of the defensive coaches didn't even get together. And we had players in and out all year. So I know we weren't the only team, but with a team as many fresh faces as we have, I think it is a valid explanation. I don't think it's just an excuse. So hopefully things can be somewhat normal next year. I don't know. I'm not a health expert, but in my gut opinion, I think these things are going to play out a little bit longer than we expect. Vaccines or no vaccines. I don't want to get political, but new administration coming in. I think everything's going to be a lot more cautious than we have been. There's going to be a lot less knee-jerk reaction. So don't be surprised if some of these protocols carry over, for like OTAs and things like that. I think it's going to be a while before we get back to normal. I do think we will have fans in the stands next year. I do feel pretty confident by fall things will be slowly returning back to normal. But don't be surprised. Great segment, guys. Let's take a break.
Hey,
let's get Kaner on the air here.
That's right.
Let's hit the head. Let's get some new beers.
Yeah, we got lots of beers, by the way. I hope you guys are prepared as well, because we're very prepared.
We have
for tonight's show.
Part truce beers. We got too many beers.
Yeah,
not just deuce, but truce.
All right, y'all. We'll see you on the other side.
Yeah. Peace.
Check.
Microphone check.
Check.
Yeah. We're gonna share this one.
Hell yeah.
And then
Hello?
Hey, what up?
Hey, what's happening, man? What's going on?
You, man. You're the one that's going on. You ready to do this?
You know it. How y'all brothers doing?
Doing good, brother. How you doing, man?
Good, man.
I'm all right, Jay. How you doing, man? How's the family, bro?
Hey, we're all doing good, brother. Thanks for asking, man. Have Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, dog.
That's right.
Same to you, too. Same to you. Bobby, how you doing, bro?
Doing good, bro. This is the first time I've ever been third place in anything, bro. Third place in the fantasy. Dog.
Congratulations, man.
Hell yeah. Hey, in fact, I was telling Che I already had the fourth place gift ready and everything, dog.
Well, shit. Next year, man. Next year. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Next
right,
year. I just sent Andrea her money, too.
There you go.
Dude, I'm already psyched up, dog. Because if it was going to be like last year, I would have been like, you know what, Che? I don't think fantasy football is for me, bro. But I mean, third place makes you,
It makes you excited about the. Yeah, it's like, yeah. I think I can win. Yeah, I can still win this.
I can do this.
Yeah.
We got to get Kenny in next year, man. We got to get Kenny in next year, man.
Yeah, I got to man up. I got to do that. All right. I'm going to bring us in.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Let's do it.
And we're back. Joining us every week is Kane with Kane's Corner. Kane, how you living, brother? Happy New Year.
Same to y'all. Happy New Year to y'all fellas, and Happy New Year to all the pillagers out there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We got a lot of work to do, man. The fun is over. It's time to get down to work here on the Pillaging Podcast. We're going to go through this schedule. We're going to talk about the highs and the lows. But let's get it out of the way, man. This is the part of the year I'm always waiting for. Trash Can Players of the Year, MVPs of the Year. We got 4 of them for you. Offense, defense, one of each. And Kane's the man that's going to give them to you. So, Kane, start us off, man, wherever you want to go.
Okay, well, let's start with we'll start with the offense. My MVP for the 2020 season on offense is Darren Waller, 107 receiving yards, 107 receptions, 1,196 receiving yards, 11.2 average, 9 touchdowns.
You the real MVP.
The man. And he broke a Raiders record, too.
That's right.
So, got to give it to him.
Tim Brown's record, to be exact, bro. Okay? He broke Tim Brown's record. So, that's major, man, because, Tim Brown, that's Mr. Raider, bro. That's Mr. Raider.
Who's that? Brown.
There you go.
Yeah. Respect.
Yes, sir.
Respect. That's the good news, man. That's the good news. MVP, Darren Waller. Love to see it. Not a surprise there. Trash Can Player of the Year on offense. The Reggie Nelson Trash Can Player of the Year brought to you by Paul Gunther.
Being that we had a top 10 offense, it was hard for me to sift through the players to find a trash can player because we did pretty good on offense. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to go out on a limb with this one. And I know a lot of people are going to probably laugh, but I'm going to say Sam Young is the trash can offensive player of 2020. Do not start this motherfucker, and please don't bring him back next year.
Damn.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I got no response for that, man.
Yeah.
I can see where Kane's coming from, man.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I fully agree with you, Kane. Yes.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, he struggled, to say the least, right? He struggled for sure.
I thought, honestly, he was a rookie. I was like, oh, I've never heard
So
this
did
guy,
I.
this and
So
that.
did I. And then Kane put us on. He's like, yo, this motherfucker's been in the league forever now. And I'm like, oh, shit, that's true. I went and did some research. So we don't need hanging out
been
to
on
some
multiple teams.
Hey,
his last team was the Dolphins.
One good thing Sam Young did this year is he made Brandon Parker look good.
He did.
Oh, my God.
These are facts. These are facts.
The chat is in agreement with you too. I think it's time to end the show, man. We all agree with Kane. I think we end right there.
That's right. Well said.
Yeah, I think that's well said. That I was fully expecting you to say Trent Brown, but when he was on the field, he was doing his job. So
Hell yeah.
when he was on the field, not doing their job, Sam Young. Yeah, I can't think of a better candidate, man. That's a deep pull right there.
Now, I wanted to say Trent Brown, but
Yeah.
I'm going to go off the old adage the NFL players go off of. You can't lose your job to injury or sickness.
Mm-hmm.
And, Trent Brown was hurt by COVID and his calf, and he had all
being out
these
of shape.
different weight issues and everything. So, I mean, we can say he was an honorable mention, but Sam Young was healthy and played and was trash while he played. So,
you know what? I'll say this because we were just talking about Corey Littleton just before we brought you on, and we were talking about there's a lot to do with chemistry and the off season and not having one, and I think a lot of that can be passed on over to Trent Brown as well, because without that off season, these big guys. They don't know how to stay in shape by themselves, bro. Like they need an off-season program to get in shape. You know what I mean? So without that off-season program, I think it hindered a lot of our players. But specifically, a guy like Trent Brown, who's carrying all that weight, we love him because he carries that much weight.
6'7", 400 pounds. Man,
Yeah.
that's a lot of weight to adjust. And then not having an off season, not being around the team, the facility, and all those different things. So I took all that into consideration, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna give him a pass. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give him a pass because when he does play and he is healthy, he's a very much needed right tackle.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
That's good. That's an intelligent take. Beto and Callie also points out in the chat here that the team doctors also tried killing Trent Brown at one point in the season. So, it's a valid point, Beto. It's a valid point. Let's move on to the defense, man. Give us your defensive MVP of the year. That's a tough one.
Well, that's pretty much. Well, that's a tough one, but it's not so tough if you look at the one player that shined on defense is Kwiatkowski. 81 combined tackles, 28 assisted tackles, 1 sack, and 1 interception at the linebacker position, which we needed much help from. Going into the season, this position was a position that we targeted as coaches, fans, players, whatever you want to say, as a position of need. So he came in and he did the best he could do on a trash defense. So I'm going to give this to Kwiatkowski.
You the real MVP.
Hey.
Yeah, I like that.
No disagreement here, man.
I like that. I like that a lot. I think he played very consistently. Fell off a little bit down the stretch. I think that has to be attributed to fatigue, probably playing injured, not really getting a lot of help around him. But Nick, he's playing his heart out all year. He earned that. He earns that award from Kane. I like that pick a lot. Was he the leading tackler on this team, Kane? Were you able to see that in the stats when you were looking at them?
He was the leading tackler.
Okay, there you go. I like that. I like finally having a linebacker leading this team in tackles and not like a safety.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty much our history, bro. For like the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Our strong safety, free safety are the leading tacklers on the team. So it's nice. It's a nice change of pace there to have a linebacker lead there.
Watts Raider chimes in. He says, most improved player is Morrow, maybe Furrow. Those are good picks. I think Morrow.
I like that.
Morrow played well when Littleton wasn't doing well this year. Morrow picked us up a couple times. Still like to see more consistency out of that kid, but definitely had his best year of his career.
Definitely.
Thanks, and shout out to Watts
But
Raider.
we also saw Littleton play better once we got rid of Trash Gunther.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's true. Yep.
A lot of the play with these guys is this system that we were in. It was just raggedy, a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? And it made the players look like that too. So, we hoping, like I was listening to y'all before I came on, and we looking for Littleton to do better next year. Do better next year.
Yeah.
So, can't throw him in the trash. Wanted to throw him in the trash.
Mm-hmm.
I did, but I wanted to also say he's the probably most disappointing player of the year. Maybe not the trash can player, but the most disappointing player of the year, being he was hamstrung by the defensive scheme.
Yeah, and Paul Gunther, I think word came out that he was trying to like install 50 defensive plays for each game and just doing way too much. Especially the circumstances that we have, not being in person. That's too much, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I heard out there, and your boy Will Compton said this. I think he's the one that's on record for stating this. He said, you would have a certain amount of plays that you studied and you practiced for a specific team during the week, and then game time would come, and all these other motherfucking formations and plays came into play that you hadn't spent any time on.
Try to build Callahan up.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, if that was what was going on, and I think there was some people criticizing him, but like, hey, this is a motherfucker that was playing for the team that actually got to see what was going on with his coach. So if that's what's happening, and I mean, by all means, look at what was on the field. Look at the product that we had on the field. Just confusion, miscommunications, like not having confidence in your teammates. Like there was that shows exactly what he described. It really does. It shows exactly what he described.
From the defensive tackles.
Yeah,
was
man.
A major linebacker problem. That was a major problem for the linebackers, not having any help from your defensive tackles. The linebackers need, in order for the linebackers to be successful, they need to have that front four playing at a high level every week. And if they're not, then the linebackers are going to struggle because they have to cover, and then they got to watch for the run. There's a lot of assignment on that middle part of that defense, and if that front four ain't doing something to slow it down or stop it, it becomes a problem, and you make your linebackers look suspect. And I think that's what happened here as part of the system, not having no pressure from the front four. There was a lot of things that went into the linebackers looking bad, but Morrow did shine out of all that. He did shine, and so did Quit. So, maybe Littleton needs a little bit more better play from the front four in order for him to do a better job. We don't know until we get a better defensive coordinator.
Okay. And 303 actually chiming in. He's saying wrong. Abram was the leading tackler. I'll take your word for it. I think Nick was second or third, though. He was up there. I'll look that up. I'll confirm that. But thanks for chiming in there. 303. 303 is full of vim and vinegar tonight. I'm watching him in the chat.
303 is always full of vim and vinegar because he knows us all. He's a blogiac.
He is. He's an original pillager. That's who he is.
Man, 303 was. I was on IG, and I couldn't help but notice 303's recent post. Enjoying, man, this guy has great vacations. I'm just saying. Yeah. This guy has some of the greatest vacations I've ever seen posted on IG. Okay,
so Abram with 86 combined tackles, Corey Littleton with 82, and Nick Kwiatkowski with 81.
Okay.
Patrina Sadfield, shout out. She says, please do not interrupt the podcast. I love my Raiders brothers and just want to support. I'm sorry. I read that live. It's okay. You're not interrupting anything. Thank you for this $20 donation. So Nick Kwiatkowski, MVP, who we backing this big trash truck up for?
Oh man, okay. So
just pick.
I went through. I looked at everything, and I thought about this because our whole defense is trash, right? But I went. So what I did was I broke it down into who made a lot of mistakes that cost us games or penalties, and just blatant mistakes. And so when I looked at this, the player that made a lot of blatant mistakes, and y'all probably gonna say, "Oh, this player did this, this player did that." That's cool, but for me, I'm going with Abram. I'm because I expect more out of my first round pick than the mistakes. I expect you to, even though this was your quote unquote rookie year, I expected, the mistakes you made at the beginning of the season, I don't want to see them in week 12. If I saw you make a mistake against the Kansas City to make us lose, I don't want to see that same mistake in week 13 or 14, 15, 16. You should learn from your mistakes. And this guy seems to have a way that he likes to play football that doesn't fit, that doesn't fit the disciplinarian part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, he can hit, he'll light your ass up, but that's not all we here to do. You got to be disciplined in your position. You got to be disciplined in the scheme, and then what you're supposed to do inside that scheme. And this dude has made too many mistakes inside the scheme trying to get a big hit rather than sticking in coverage to stop the bigger play. We don't need exciting plays from you week in, week out. We just need you to do your job and be solid at it. And then that will carry over into you making bigger plays later on down the line. So back the trash truck up, and I don't care what nobody else say. Back the trash truck up. Jonathan Abram is the trash can player for the Raiders with 10 games. Within 12 games, this dude had 10 penalties, 10 15-yard penalties. No other Raider player had that many penalties for that many yards, and then didn't even get an interception.
He had 2
all season long.
He had 2 interceptions.
Didn't make a play to stop somebody from doing a winning drive.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't do nothing. All you did was go out there and look for the big hit. You're a trash player. You need to get your shit together, bro. You was a first-round pick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go out this offseason, work on your coverage skills, work on your disciplinarian skills, and stop trying to just be – because you a leader. And if you're going to be a leader, then you need to lead by example.
Mm-hmm.
Back it up.
I'm going to back it up again, bro. We're going to drive over them twice. I'm going to give you the stats. Nobody's disputing this, but I'm going to get in front of it. I'm going to give you guys the stats on Abram. The number one stat, Kane already gave you on the 15-yard penalties. I don't think any other player in the NFL had that stat. I don't think any other team in the NFL had that stat. Abram at the top of the mountain there, the wrong mountain to be on the top of. He started in 13 games. Played 13 games. He did have 2 interceptions, however. Probably the lone bright spot. Leading tackles, again, we don't want your safety being the leading tackler on the team. He was targeted 34 times and allowed 26 completions for a completion percentage of 76.5% when targeted. He gave up 328 yards in the air. Average yards per completion allowed was 15. He allowed a quarterback rating of 109.2 when targeted. Blitzed, he was sent on a blitz 47 times, which netted 0 sacks and six QB hurries. Missed 13 tackles and allowed 2 touchdowns.
Trash.
Straight trash. Man.
Trash.
That hurts.
For a first-round pick, bro, trash.
Yep. When you see the numbers, it definitely it makes you realize that it's the character, the person that we see on there that we like. It's not the actual production, and that's nice. But we need you to actually, clock in and do some work, man. Like punch in, bro, and get out there and do your job like you're supposed to, man. Yeah. And seeing those numbers, it's harsh, bro.
Real quick though,
he's literally responsible for 3 of our losses. He is directly responsible for 3 of our losses. Directly.
Facts.
Yeah.
Number 1 being the Kansas City game. You're the reason why we're 8-8. Basically, because after we lost to Kansas City, we wasn't shit. Basically, we just went down the tubes. We lost to Kansas City, then we lost to Atlanta, then we just wasn't shit no more after that. This is a young team. You have to play together as a defense. Your defense is trash. So now everybody's looking around at everybody else because they don't trust you. Nobody trusts nobody on this defense because y'all trash. So when you go down like that, this is how you end up 8-8. You fucking, and then look, if you look at that game, when if you go back and watch the film of the Kansas City game, when Abram clearly leaves his position to go to tackle Mahomes throws the ball to Kelsey. Arnett throws his hands up and looks at Abram like, what the fuck was you doing? And that was the beginning of the end, bro, right there.
Yeah, I can't argue that at all either, man. I think you nailed it. I'm looking at Cali Kappa in the chat right now, and he does make a good point. He says, Abram will get better with a real DC. Here's what I got to say about Abram. This might be his only saving grace. Hopefully, if we're right, he seems like a highly coachable player. I mean, the guy was sniffing up John Gruden's butt at the Senior Bowl. It's the reason why he's a Raider. He could not detach himself to John Gruden. John Gruden wasn't even coaching his team in the Senior Bowl. So I'm hoping that this guy will be a good disciple with the next coaching staff that comes in here, and maybe can work through some of those emotional mistakes and his, emotional reactionary, behavior while still keeping that same fire. I'll take a couple of those 15-yard penalties as long as you're shutting it down. You're not allowing 328 yards in the air when 47 of your
not
blitz
10
attempts.
of them in 12 games,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, if your guy that's going to sit,
he ain't Charles Woodson.
Right.
He's not Charles Woodson.
Right.
I allow Charles Woodson to have 10, 15-year-old penalties in 12 games, but not Abram.
So
not Abram.
We'll see. Abram's got a lot of work to do in year 3, and I think the kid's talented. I think he hits, but you got to play within yourself, and hopefully a coach can speak to him and get that going, because he could be a leader on this team. He's got leadership quality. Yeah. So let's hope for that.
A benching wouldn't hurt him.
Ooh.
I would have benched him after he did what he did against KC. He would have lost the game. Just you would have had to sit your ass down and watch somebody else play, even if it was Heath. Not to say Heath is better, but I'm just saying he's playing discipline.
Yeah.
So you sit your ass down and watch the safety play. Because you pretty much cost us. I blame our whole season on Abram. Pretty much that losing that game in the last seconds for a young team, that doesn't go well. That doesn't bode well with the players. Like I said, you probably lost a lot of the trust from other players, and trying to make it up with big hits just doesn't work. Mm-hmm. So, that's just my opinion.
Well,
we can blame it on red zone issues or whatever, but when you start doing shit like missing your assignments, other players notice that. And if you go back and watch the film, you'll see Arnett. So There we go.
After that difficult conversation, it's time for another beer.
Hey.
So I'm going to turn it over to these guys here with another chela.
Yeah, real quick.
And then we're going to dive right back in.
We're gonna be sharing this one because we got 2 more on lock. But I only brought one of these to share with my brother. This right here it's called The World Is Yours, and it has that ever famous Scarface image with a hop head on it. This is a hazy double IPA, and this is this coming in at 8.7. This is from where I'm looking for the name for the brand here.
Say goodnight to the bad guy.
Say goodnight. So narrative fermentation, bro. So I got to give a shout out to my brother George. My brother George got me this for Christmas. He got me a 4-pack of these, and
dude, you can hear that pour.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas chela, huh?
It's a Christmas chela, bro. I mean, that's how you know you got good friends, when they know you so well, and they're like, "Yo, don't worry, I'm gonna hook you up with some fresh chelas to review on the show."
You like Merry Christmas while I down the hatch.
So, yeah, this bad boy has Nelson, Motueka, and Citra hops. And like I said, it's coming in at 8.7 on the ABV. Let's give it a taste, man. Salud.
And the essence of polluted wombs. Her womb is so polluted.
I can't even take a drink.
Frank,
that just like
Frank,
you
Let me tell you something, Frank. Oh man, shout out Al Pacino, man.
Yeah, fuck
Hey, this is delicious, man.
Damn.
It's got some potency, right? It's got that kick. It's got that kick on it, but it's got a lot of flavor, packing a lot of flavor. Little citrus, little sweetness there. But you can tell that this is packing some punch. 8.7, like I said. Go out and get you one, man. That's good.
Oh, yes.
That'll give you that motherfucking beer. You drink 4 of them, boy. Tomorrow you're going to have a headache.
We went from
You ever had a beer hangover?
Hey.
Yeah.
We went from a 6.0 to what was it?
To 8.7.
That beer hangover is like dragging a trailer, man. It just don't let go.
Oh, my God. A beer hangover is worse than an alcohol hangover, man.
You get the
that
beer
shit lasts
shits.
all day.
It like I said, man, I got these for Christmas. It was a 4-pack, and I still had one. So I was taking it easy. All right, I was taking it easy.
That's
I wasn't
right,
trying to down them all.
Che was trying to conserve that plumbing work he did, bro.
Hey,
He wasn't trying to blow it up, bro.
For real. Hey, no, on the real though, had it been a normal Christmas and New Year's Eve, these beers wouldn't be in existence anymore because our family would have been doing it big and those beers would have been drank.
Someone would have found it, dude.
Yeah, they would have all been drank in one night. But unfortunately, we're dealing with the situation that we're dealing with, and Christmas was a little bit more mundane. So your boy only had one, and he enjoyed it. Shout out, man.
Yo, my New Year's Eve was taquitos, Coke Zero, and board games, bro.
Hey,
Wild.
hey.
That's how you do it, bro. That Coke
Sometimes,
is
bro.
wild.
My New Year's Eve was cold round table pizza, which I called, and round table pizza was hanging up in my motherfucking face because they was busy that night, and they was like hanging up in my face because I was complaining about my pizza. And then I called back the next day on New Year's Day, and the lady was like, "They hung up in your face," and I was like, "Yeah, they hung up in my face like 3 times, and they came like an hour late when they said they were supposed to come." And she was like, "Okay, well, you get a free pizza, don't even trip, and we'll give you a large because I ordered a medium." You know, motherfuckers came. They were supposed to come at 6. They got here at 7. My pizza was cold in the motherfucker on New Year's Eve.
Hell no, bro.
Shit.
That's not cool, man. How you do my brother like that, man? That's some bullshit.
Yeah, my New Year's Eve with Coke Zero and Zero Coke, man. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. As I wipe my nose. How's that beer? It's tasty, huh?
It's delicious, bro.
Hell yeah,
It's
man.
delicious.
Flavorful.
All right.
Like I
like
said,
it,
packing
man.
punch
Man,
and
I'm over here
packing flavor.
drinking this Founders All Day IPA.
Ooh, the Founders. Yeah.
Section L.
Yeah.
Founders, baby.
Yo, but you know that you guys were sharing your meals on New Year's Eve, and I had to look back at my pictures right now just to remember what I had. My pops made carnitas. But on Christmas we had pozole, bro.
Oh.
And lots of it, dog. Lots of it, man.
That's the best.
We
right
eat
there, bro.
well in my family, bro. We eat well. So yeah.
We cooked a turkey.
Now I'm hungry.
It was my first turkey that I've ever made, and it came out great, man. Came out great. Got that meat.
How'd you make it? Just regular, good in the oven?
Yeah, straight up in the oven, stuffed it with some thyme, rosemary, garlic,
Nice.
Basted with the butter, just straight up, just delicious, good, well seasoned. But I got that meat injector now.
That's the key right there.
Yeah, you gotta
That's the
shoot
key.
up that turkey, bro.
You got put.
That's right, dog. Just hit that turkey in the vein, bro. and
You
just
got
shoot it up, bro.
You gotta hit that turkey
Hey,
like
hey, y'all
fucking
ever
like
had
girls hit
fried
their
turkey?
buns, bro. That injector, bro. That bun injector.
I'm hitting it with the COVID vaccine next year, bro, just to be safe.
You ever
bro.
had fried turkey?
Nah, man, I want to though.
Yeah.
Oh,
fried
man.
turkey.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
the turkey injector that y'all talking about, that's for fried turkey. You know what I'm saying? You instead of you seasoning the outside of the turkey, you season the inside of the turkey when you fry a turkey.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you make like the garlic, you melt a bunch of butter, and then you season the hell out that butter. So
Okay.
you put whatever like you want your turkey to taste like inside that butter, and then you put that into the injector, and then you inject that into the raw turkey so it doesn't seep out while you frying it, and then you fry the turkey. You know what I'm saying? And then inside, when you cut that bitch open, it's full of your injected, you know what I'm saying? All of the shit the butter and all that shit you injected, man. Fried turkey is the bomb. You got to try it, man.
Well, I
Fried
got
turkey is off the chisel.
I got like a gallon of garlic infused olive oil that's going to be going in there. Probably throw some thyme in that bottle. I might flip it up though. I might go different, like a California, like put some lemon juice and some cilantro in there. I don't know how that would be.
Yo, but look, I just want to say one thing, bro. If you ever make a turkey and you're using that injector, and you invite me over, better not come into your kitchen and see fucking Kim Kardashian on your fucking counter, bro. Okay,
Botox on it. The Botox turkey.
Fucking injected nalgas, bro. I don't want to see that shit on Thanksgiving dinner, bro. Okay,
My turkey looking like
Y'all motherfuckers crazy.
all pumped up. All right,
That turkey's gonna leave Kanye. You know that, right?
bro.
oh shit.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian on the market. Shoot your shots, boys.
Get after it, Raider Nation.
Yeah, I don't think
Me personally, I'll take Chloe, but y'all can do Kim, but I'll take Chloe. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't trying
just leave Chloe for me.
I ain't trying to dip into any of them, man. so much plastic. I'll just stick with my fleshlight, bro.
Oh man.
You fuck with a Kardashian and you gonna lose your mind or change your motherfucking outlook on life. The Kardashians is like, what's that chick name?
How many careers have they ruined?
They gonna change your whole motherfucking world.
Yeah. Erykah Badu would turn you out, put a big knit hat on you and a giant scarf. Send you on your damn way.
Is that what happened to Lenny Kravitz?
Yeah.
I knew
Bro,
it.
no, that's what happened to fucking Andre 3000.
Andre
Fucking
3000, yeah.
and your boy Common came out of there too.
Changed that nigga life.
Hey,
Yeah. Who's the one that got out, though? Who dated her first?
Tracy. I mean, not Tracy. DLC. The DLC.
Yeah,
which
oh,
is
no
named
shit.
Tracy.
Yeah,
No
But
shit.
Yeah, the DLC.
He fucked around and got in a car accident. See, look. Say, I ain't fucking with you no more, Erykah.
Common too. What chick you know got rappers by got babies by three popular rappers?
hey.
But Erykah Badu, that crazy motherfucker, got a baby by all three of them niggas.
Hey.
She getting paid.
She about to start the hottest rap group in the planet. That's what I want.
But hey,
She ain't got to sing another. She ain't got to call Tyrone no more.
Hey.
That motherfucking right. Shit.
The DOC, I ain't fucking with you no more, Erykah. You crazy. I'm gonna get my weed. Thunderdome, bitch. All right, let's go. We got a lot scheduled to talk about here. So as you guys know, the Raiders finished 8-8. Let's look at the predictions real fast. We had our early season predictions in April, where Kane and Bobby had this team going 11-5. Che had them going 9-7. I had them going 8-8 back in April. Fast forward.
Well, what about the revamp?
Fast forward to the revamp. Kane, Bobby had him going 11-5 in the revamp. Stuck to his guns.
That's right.
Kane had him going 10-6. Knocked him down a notch. Che feeling very confident. Boosted 2 more wins onto that prediction. 11-5.
Yeah.
And your boy Kenny Stapler had him going 8-8.
Hey, but real quick though, because remember the big switch was that nobody wanted to give them that Chiefs game, and I was like, you know what? God damn it, I'm gonna have to go put it into the atmosphere. I'm gonna put it into the universe, and let's see if we could get this win. We almost did.
Yeah, we did.
We almost did. Okay, and maybe had we gotten that win in Las Vegas against the Chiefs, things would have been different. But things turned out the way they did, man. That don't clown me for trying to put some positivity
bro,
in the air.
Right. No, you know
We're
what?
trying to put that positivity
I'm
in the air,
with
bro.
Jay.
You know?
I'm with you, player. I'm with you all the way. If we win that game in Las Vegas against Kansas City, we're playoffs. The defense can be garbage as fuck, and we playoffs. Derek Carr looked really pissed off after that game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the team took a hit, man. Whether he was mad at Abram, whether he was mad at what went on, I don't know. But we took a big hit. So I'm with you. Yeah, we could have won 11 games.
Yeah.
After that game, we should have won 11 games. Even losing that game should have showed us that we can beat any team.
Yep.
If we play the way we supposed to play. We can beat anybody,
bro. And I mean, that's how we felt. That's how we felt too, Kane. That's how we felt after that game, right? Like, it was a moral victory, right? It was like, you know, we went into KC, we got that win, and then, you know, we came to LV and we were all like, oh, you know what, KC's gonna come in. Everyone was feeling like KC's gonna come in. They're gonna have, you know, they're gonna obviously try to get back at us. And a lot of people thought it was gonna be a blowout, and that wasn't the case. We had the win, if not for this defense late in the game, right? So,
no, it's not for Abram.
Yeah, I mean, when the game ended, people felt good. Like, if people felt as good as they could feel in a loss, right? Like, we hung with the champs.
Yeah.
And we're not that far off. Like, let's go get some more wins. Let's see if
Gruden felt good. He was even singing praises. Like, no.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
We almost beat them. And you know what? The funny part about that is Kansas City is scared of the Raiders. I believe Kansas City is the only. We're the only team that they when they face us, they like, this team can beat us, because the coaches know each other's schemes.
Yep.
We're the same fucking team. We're the same team. So who can play better? We're the same team. So who can play better? And Kansas City knows that. So one thing we can say about this season, we can pull from this season, one good note is we can beat Kansas City, and Kansas City knows we can beat Kansas City. That's a first, and that's a really good thing to pull from this year going forward.
Yeah, so let's just wind this back a little bit. We start off the season well, right? We come out back and forth game with the Panthers, or a close game with the Panthers, 34-30, win that game. Great way to set the tone, start the season. Panthers, not the great litmus test they once were, but still good to get a win, right? Start off the season on the road, get that W. Enter the New Orleans Saints. The only person that had us winning that game was Bob Hope right here to my left.
Bob Hope.
And sure enough,
Bobby,
the Raiders come in. A somewhat close game, 34-24. Maybe not as close as it looked there. And then came the point in the season where I thought we were really going to hit the skids. Dropped 2 games in a row, Patriots, Bills. Patriots was a wipeout. I don't know what happened there. I'd like to hear a story about that game. The Bills game could have won that game.
Jonathan Abram.
Yeah, Jonathan Abram.
Missed a bunch of running. Let that dude, what's that running back? We don't even know his name. Burkhead.
Yeah.
We don't even know who the fuck this dude is.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you play fantasy football, you don't even know who this cat is. Rex Burkhead. Motherfucker had the best game of his career. Abram gave up 2 or 3 touchdowns. I know for sure 2 touchdowns, ran right past him twice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why you think I threw this dude in the trash, man? But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, King. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. That's what we're here for, man. You guys just jump in when you feel like it. But then we bounce back, right? We get the Chiefs on the road. Boom. That's the 10 pole for the season right there. Get the W in Kansas City. Hit the bye week. Come back. Shit the bed against the Buccaneers. Kind of saw it coming. Buccaneers were starting to get some traction at that point in the season, but the Raiders get right back on track, right? High point of the season. Beat the Browns, beat the Chargers, beat the Broncos, bang. 2 more AFC West wins under the belt. And then you guys already talked about it. I think, tell me if I'm wrong, the turning point of the season was this game against the Chiefs.
It was.
Because we only win 2 more games after that,
Yeah,
right?
we all agree. I think we all agree on that.
Yep. Absolutely, man.
We all may have different reasons for why it changed, but I think we all can agree that our season took a tailspin. I think the Chiefs, like I like to say, sent us into a tailspin. Yeah, definitely.
Well, I mean, the Chiefs game, like I said, we lost that game that we, I mean, by all means, we should have won. And we were feeling good. And I think, as much, you know, you mentioned that Derek Carr wasn't very happy at the end of that game, but I feel like a lot of the team was actually like content with themselves after that game. Like, we almost beat them a second time, right? And then we go into the Falcons, who at that point were at the bottom, and people were overconfident, bro. And they exposed the shit out of this defense, and they made us look a fool. And I would point to that game as kind of being the major turning point.
The Falcons?
Kind of the same way that we had when we fucking played and we lost to Washington in that season where we started off hot in 2017, right? Against fucking Washington. That was a major fucking blow, major fucking loss and totally changed the way that the season developed.
Right.
And then we had, the following season against the Jets. Same thing, right? I mean, we go out to New York and get blown the fuck out.
We won. We beat the Jets the week before we lost to Washington. So I mean,
yeah, no, but I'm talking about the next season, the following season. We go out to New York. You guys were there, freezing your fucking nuts off, right? In 2019, and I mean, nobody expected us to get blown out in fucking New York, bro.
You know what I mean? Pivot game.
So that was a turning point in that season as well, where it's like, really, we couldn't beat the fucking Jets. You know what I mean? And this year we were all fearful of that Jets game again, right? And we're like, hopefully we get that one. But I think that Atlanta game was like our Jets game.
If you put it like that, Che, you're right, bro. That was that game we should have won.
Yeah.
We should have, as a team, we should have said, okay, this is the team who we are. Yeah, we lost to the Super Bowl champs. We took them. We scared the shit out of them because we could have gave them their second loss at that point.
Lost by 4 points. Lost by 4 points. Completely shit the bed against the Falcons. Barely edge out the Jets. Then lose 3 in a row to the Colts, Chargers, Dolphins. Finish off the season again, scraping by with the win against the Broncos, 8-8, and it went down exactly how I told you it would go down. That this team would hit the wall late in the season. Yeah, injuries would catch up with us. Rookie fatigue would catch up with us. Emotions, morale would start to dip, and we saw that. And it's exactly what we saw this year. How do we fix that in next year? I mean, that's something we're going to be talking about as we go into draft and all that stuff. But I think you guys nailed it.
How you figured that out, bro, it behooves me. But you sure did that damn thing. Because we totally shit the bed the last 6 games.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I had a whole different prediction planned out.
You had it right on the nose, man.
I had a whole different prediction planned out, bro. And then right before the show started, I was using the restroom, and I looked in the mirror, and I said, Kenny, let's keep it real, bro.
Mad real.
Let's keep it real, bro.
The mad real world.
Mad real.
Are the Raiders really going to win 12 games? And my reflection looked back at me and said, hell no. What the fuck you thinking? You were here last year. You froze your ass off in New Jersey. You know what's going to happen.
This might be a topic for another show, but we're no better than the Jack Del. Whose team is better? Jack Del Rio's team, Gruden's team. I know the offense is top 10, but wait a minute. When we was 12-4, when we was 12-4, the offense finished top 7,
right,
in passing and touchdowns and DVOA. So I mean, whose team was better? Look at the records, look at the players, look at the schemes.
Hold on, let me.
And this is for another show, and I don't want to bring it up tonight. I know we're talking about something different, but we need to bring this up though. Whose fucking team is better?
Hold on, let me clear the board really quick, and I have a response for you. So really quick, shout out, shout out to Raider Rich for the $2 donation. He says, "Good to see you brothers back. It's good to be back, Rich. It's good to be back."
Hey, and on that note, we're gonna crack another cheddar for Rich.
Do it. And for Kevin Lurker, shout out with the $10 donation. No comment. He just put down $10. He walked away. He said, "Hey, this is for you." Real slick. Just grease the palm real quick, like bow.
That's how you do it, bro.
Snap the finger, bow. I'm out. Roll up the window.
Bow, boom, bow, bow. That sounds like fucking Kevin Hart, bro. Bow, boom, bow.
Hey. So as they pour these out, what are you drinking?
Hey, this
Cosmic Turtle.
This is another sponsored beer by Bobby Wasabi. This is that Cosmic Turtle from Sudwork Brewing out of Davis, California. This is a triple India Pale Lager. a TIPL. Okay, this bad boy has Galaxy, Eldorado, and Nelson hops, and it's coming in at a good, solid, even 10%. Woo! ABV.
I was finna say 11% with all the triple IPA, all that triple motherfucking triple this, triple that.
Salud, my brother.
Salud, bro.
Hey, Bobby came with fire today.
Salud, my brothers.
I told you I had something set up for us, dog. I wasn't coming.
Bobby always got some fire. If it ain't the medical,
oh, that's flavorful,
it's the
man.
motherfucking alcohol. You know what I'm saying? But Bobby always he come with the fire with everything. You know what I'm saying? Hang out with Bobby for a couple of days and see how high. I mean, yeah, well,
no, you go ahead and say
hang out
it.
with Bobby for a couple of days.
High standards is what he means.
Hey, this is flavorful, bro.
I had a good time. Hang out with Bobby for a couple of days.
Yeah, I have a lot of great memories with Bobby. None that I can recall, but good time.
That's all right, dog.
That's pretty much the whole Raider tailgate season, bro.
That's right, dog.
So give us a rundown on this, because
hey, man, this is good. This is, I mean, you already know it's coming with a kick at 10%, but it's got like this multi flavor to it. It's not hoppy.
No,
I don't get the hops.
A little smoky, if anything.
Smoky, malty, like kind of oak barrel-y flavor on it. It's got some depth to it, man. It's delicious. It's a lager.
What's the name of that again?
It's the Cosmic Turtle, bruh.
Cosmic Slop.
The Hey,
Oh,
shout
wow,
out,
I never
shout
heard
out.
of that. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna
Hell
Google
yeah.
that.
That Funkadelic.
Let's go.
Shout out George Clinton.
You
bro.
guys be ordering them online
Cosmic
beers.
Slop,
I gotta
bro.
I gotta get up on that. Ordering that online.
Sudwork from Sudwork
I gotta get up on that.
That's that company.
That was actually like the local little like market down the street, like hella small. Like
Hey,
you wouldn't even think about it, dude. But they low key got some good beers.
That
man.
is syrupy, man. That is thick.
yeah, it does
That's
have a
like
little maple
Grocery
syrup
Outlet.
flavor
You
to
know
it,
what I'm saying?
bro.
People don't know Grocery Outlet be having some good beer. Che up me on that shit. Grocery
Hey.
Outlet be having the shit.
I'm still waiting for
They
that
got about-
sponsorship.
My grocery outlet's dog shit, man. We ain't got nothing over there. My grocery outlet's whack.
Man, my Grocery Outlet is bopping. Man.
Hey,
My grocery outlet got bacon ends and pieces, dog. So you know what? It's all good, dog. I love me some bacon eggs and
Hey, you know what though, Bobby? That shit is good.
It
though,
is,
bruh.
bro.
That's some black. You know you black. You know you black if you have bacon ends and pieces in your motherfucking refrigerator.
Hell yeah,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
That's the way to do it,
Yeah.
man.
You told me your
Yeah.
beans, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I buy it, dog. Because you could save the manteca, make some
hey,
beans, dog.
hey.
That's it.
It's a
Hey.
double. It's hell yeah, bro.
That's
You
it.
you get your meats, you get your beans. It's all good.
Hey.
Shout out to Beto and Callie.
Yeah. Shout out.
She says Bob Hope is who we all are in the beginning of the season.
That's right.
Jaded Kenny is who we are 3/4 of the way through the season.
Those are facts right there.
All right, so to get back to Kane's question, it's a good question because I think we said what we need to say about the schedule. I mean, the Raiders came out playing ball kind of like who they are, hit the wall later in the season. The Falcons lost definitely shot them to the curb. I think when they didn't beat the Chiefs, it was a little bit of a gut punch because we were so close. There had to be some confidence coming off of that, let their guard down, and just never got it back for the rest of the year. But Kane's question is this team any different than the Jack Del Rio team? I'll say this. It is different on offense, but on defense, you're still seeing that lack of communication and cohesiveness that we saw after the locker room debacle, after Jack Del Rio lost his team. I think the 12-4 season, and we've dissected it before, but just to reset it shortly, it came on the heels of a lot of timely turnovers. That offense was playing with a short field more often than not.
Yeah.
This year's team, though, very different in that offense showed an ability to drive down the field, especially in the first half of games and the first half of the season. We lost that mojo later in the year where our first series, we were getting downfield and at least scoring touchdowns, getting down there. I think the difference on this team is the defense. It still has no rudder in the water, right? There's no direction. There's no clear leader and no communication. And Paul Gunther obviously lost the confidence of his team once again. And I think that's what you saw under Jack Del Rio, Ken Norton Jr., was a really poor offense or defense. Timely, opportunistic turnovers in that 12-4 season, but that was an anomaly. Again, we said it before. We can't keep hanging our hats on a 2016 season that was more of an outlier than a norm.
There you go.
That season came out of nowhere and then it disappeared. It's 2020. We're going into 2021. We need cohesiveness and we need continuity, and that starts with leadership at the top, on the sideline with the coaching staff that can get the job done and not overwhelm these young players. I think what you saw with Rod Marinelli, and we called this going into it, they said, how are they going to install a new system? I said, they're not. They're going to strip it down, and they're going to go with what works, and they're going to make it simple. And it's like when, what's his name, joined the staff. He simplified everything. I forget. Can't think of who it was right now. Pagano?
Yeah.
That came in. Kind of simplified everything. You saw, short success.
R.I.P. right? Pagano.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
So, I think to answer your question, Kane, it's yes and no. But I think that 12-4 season was a fluke season. Again, a lot of crazy turnovers, short field, giving the offense opportunity to score. We're seeing an offense now averaging 27 points a game, but we're seeing a defense that's allowing about 30 points a game, 25 plus per game. That's the problem.
Yeah, we can look at the stats, bro, but the numbers. We can look at the stats, and I don't mean to cut you off. But we can look at the stats, right? And if we look at all the stats, yes, the John Gruden team statistically is better, but 4-12, 7-9, 12-4, 7-9. John Gruden is 4-12, 7-9, 8-8.
Well, we'll see, man. Hopefully,
no playoff berth. Nope. And you listen. Look, we're on a platform. We have a show, so we have to have shit to talk about.
Yeah.
Do I think that John Gruden is? I'm sorry. Do I think Jack Del Rio is a better option than John? No. I'm just looking at the numbers because I saw a tweet from Jack Del Rio today. He wanted to look at the numbers. So I'm like, okay, well, we got a platform. Let's talk about this. All right. So, your records at this point, you had a better record than John has in his second stint with the Raiders. You had one season that you made the playoffs. John hasn't made the playoffs. We have to acknowledge that. John Gruden came in here and took a playoff team, dismantled it, and built his own team, and hasn't really done much better. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say that he ain't the better option. Just saying at this point of the game, he hasn't done much better. We can reach and say, oh, we got the top 10 offense, but at the end of the day, we ain't made the playoffs, and we haven't really done much better. Yeah. Have we? Have we?
Hey, you know what? I'm not going to disagree with you at all, Kane, but I'm going to say this, and I'm not. Maybe I'm reaching here, because I'm reaching back to Gruden's first stint. Okay, but I think what Gruden has proven in the past is that what he does do is he brings progress, even if it's not as fast as we would like. And once the team reaches the heights that we want, it's more sustainable. And so what Kenny was talking about when Del Rio was here, we started to see some progress, right? Obviously, Karl was a big part of that. Replacing veteran quarterbacks and becoming.
Khalil Mack was a big part
and Khalil Mack, and of course, and Khalil Mack. The defense was still ranked at the bottom of the fucking NFL, though, right? Yeah, Khalil Mack was a star. He was by himself.
Not in turnover ratio. We was top 10.
Absolutely, right? Mack provided big moments, right? In an overall, real not that great of a season for the defense, but Mack gave us big moments, big turnovers, big times, right? At big times. But what I'm saying is, when Jack Del Rio was here, we had kind of quick turnover, right? Where the team went from bottom, in the dumps, and then all of a sudden we had that anomaly, as Kenny referred to. And I thought it was the sign of things to come, honestly, because I called that season. I haven't been able to call a season since. But I called that season because I felt like things were going in the right direction, and they were headed there quickly. I thought we had a fucking leader and a star on the defensive side of the ball and on the offensive side of the ball in Derek Carr. Khalil Mack and Derek Carr were those guys. I felt we were going to build around both of them, right?
And
then
we had 5 Pro Bowlers.
We did.
See, you got to remember, he went 7-9 in his second season.
Yeah.
His first season, we was 4-12.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He went 7-9 in his second season.
Yeah.
Jack Del Rio did.
Yeah.
And then 12-4 in his third season.
Mm-hmm.
So year 3 in John Gruden's season, we are 8-8.
Absolutely. I'm not disagreeing with that.
So let me say this.
With no defense. Okay, bro.
Even at 8-8, this team this year, more passing yards, more total yards, more touchdowns, more plays, better time of possession, all of that. Unfortunately, more turnovers. But I think now we got to wait to year 4, because what was Jack Del Rio's record in year 4?
He lost it. That's not fair.
It is fair.
No, it is fair. It's part of it.
Not fair.
You're asking.
It is.
You're asking Jack Del Rio's team. Are you asking 2016 versus John Gruden, his entire second stint? Are you comparing 2016 with 2020, or are you comparing Jack Del Rio with John Gruden? This question started off with comparing Jack Del Rio to John Gruden, but now you want to stop at 2016 and not look at the season that got him fired.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me not be biased. You're right.
So
you're right.
John Gruden has shown improvement, and every year he stripped this team all the way down. And without some fluke season with I think the Raiders were like top 3 in turnover ratio during 2016. We were not that team this year, and still, by the numbers, edged out Jack Del Rio's team in 2016. So where was he in 2017, and where are the Raiders going to be in 2021? I feel a lot better about 2021 than I do about how 2017 washed out.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna add to that, Kenny. I'm gonna say this. Look, and I don't want to call everything a fluke. I don't want to call everything a fluke either, because 2016, I think the stars aligned for us, with exception for the fucking Colts game, right?
You guys are forgetting about. We started off 2017 like fire.
No, we're not, bro. We were there. We were. You know what I'm
saying? And then we went to Washington. So
we just talked about that, King.
We can blame Jack Del Rio, or we could blame the whole team as a whole. But we started off on fire. I'm gonna say this, Kane. I'm gonna say this, and not a whole lot has come out. We've heard little things here and there. There's been a lot of rumors about that 2017 season. Okay. Aside from the fact that Derek Carr was coming back from a major injury, and we know that he was not himself. He was not what he was this year. We can tell you that much, right? He wasn't. He did not have. I agree.
He did not have the confidence that he showed this year in 2017. In 2017, he looked like a guy that was very concerned about his health, and then he ended up with broken back that furthered that, right? And made him have to
Todd Downing.
Look.
He ended up with a broken back and Todd Downing.
I don't feel like we started off 2017 on fire. We won 2 games and then lost 6 of the next 8.
There you go.
We clobbered the Jets.
Yeah.
But we lost 6 of the next 8 games, and it was ugly.
Hey, hold on real quick, Kenny, because let me just bring this back up. I'm not trying to cut you off, because where your head is.
A good coach does not take a 12-4 team to 6-10 the following season.
There you go.
Yeah,
agreed. But let me say this: a lot of motherfuckers, they like to point to the Jets game as our downfall, with Marshawn dancing on the sidelines.
I do.
I don't.
I'm a motherfucker.
I don't, Kane. I don't, Kane, and this is why, because I think that's some opportunistic bullshit. I think the biggest problem was what we have going on in this fucking current country, and now that we have the revelation that we had in what happened the other day, right? This team was made up of people that did not support what that man was fucking preaching. Not Jack Del Rio, okay? But the former president.
Right.
Okay? And Jack Del Rio did not back off of that support. You lose your team. You lose your team doing that shit. When you can't, I think that was the downfall. I don't think it had anything to do with Marshawn, bro. Marshawn was playing his fucking ass off, and he's allowed to celebrate.
But dancing on the field is unsportsmanlike conduct, bro.
He wasn't on the field, bro. He was on the sidelines. He was having a good time.
Sanchez ate a hot dog on the field.
Come on, bro. No,
that's unsportsmanlike conduct.
Stop.
Like, you can't do that. Like.
Kane. Hold
town and I dance like that. I'm with all that shit.
Kane,
right?
let me ask you something.
Do it in the middle of a fucking game, like,
bro,
make us look bad as black folks. In my opinion, it's like you ain't got to do that, man.
No, you know Kane, hold on real quick.
That's just my opinion.
I know it's your opinion. I know it's your opinion, but listen to me, dog. Okay, because I want somebody to really step up and say, in that exact fucking moment, they had that feeling about what Marshawn was doing. When I saw that game, I was fucking dancing with him, and I was saying, "Yo,
you was there, wasn't you?"
That's what I'm saying. I was dancing with him.
Yeah.
Okay. And not only was I dancing with him, but I was saying, "Yo, this motherfucker really loves this town." Okay, he really loves being able to be successful here. I didn't see that as any sign of disrespect, bro. I didn't see it as any sign of disrespect. He was showing his love for his town, his city, and his team in that moment. It was his first fucking home game as a Raider, which he had not been able to do in his entire career. And he's from Oakland. And by all means,
he took
to his heart.
His last game with Cal, that he jumped in a golf cart and drove around the fucking field.
Yeah,
on the golf cart.
I do know that, man. It's a fucking video that's all over the place.
Shit I know, but if you whatever, we finna start getting into some race stuff, so it's cool, bro. Like, as a black man, I don't think Marshawn should have did that. That's just me. I don't think you should have did that.
I don't even think it has anything to do with race, though, bro.
As a Raiders fan,
some clowns. In my opinion, that's some clown shit. Like, why you clowning the Jets like that?
I don't know.
Why are you clowning them?
As a Raiders fan,
you don't
Marshawn Lynch was all of us when he did that.
Hell yeah.
We win.
Hell yeah.
Don't do that.
No, bro. I don't think this has anything to do with race, Kane, and I understand where you're coming from. You know, I understand where you're coming from, dog. But look, I don't think this has anything to do with race. I think this has to do with a man that was proud of where he was from and was happy to finally be able to celebrate in his own fucking town, dog.
I get that. I understand that. You understand that.
That's a moment of a lifetime, bro.
Everybody in America understands that. That's not a good look for politically correct.
Come on, bro. This is hey, yo. As an Oakland Raider fan, as an Oakland Raider fan, bro.
I'm with you, bro.
Yo,
I dance with you on that. But damn, nigga, did you need to do that, like, for real?
As an Oakland Raider fan, though, we're gonna be politically correct, bro. We're talking about the Coliseum, dog. How many things have we done that ain't politically correct up in that fucking Coliseum, dog?
We have to remember, dog, is that
I ain't done anything that was politically correct.
Come on now.
Go ahead,
let's not have double standards, bro.
We have to remember is that what doing was politically correct is what lost Jack Del Rio the team.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
We always have to remember that as well, bro, is that there is a time and place for everything as well, man. But at the same time, this isn't anything for show or anything like that. It's for the home team, bro. Mm-hmm. And I totally get where you're coming from, Kane. But at the same time, bro, there's a time and place for everything. That was the time and the
well,
place.
you know,
for
Bobby,
that dance
you was there. The Jets didn't like that shit, bro. You was there. You went to New York. You saw the fans.
Yep.
You saw everybody talking about, oh, they was cussing at us, talking shit, this, that, blah, 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 before the game. They remembered that shit.
Yep.
They didn't forget that this dude danced on the field.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Before the game. That played a part in us losing in New York last year when we should have won that game. That team came out pumped like, oh, yeah, we remember you danced on the motherfucking field. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't even on the fucking team.
Sidelines.
You know what I'm saying? But they remember that shit. And I said that on Twitter this year. I was like, karma is a motherfucker. Like, the Jets ain't going to forget that y'all did us like that. Y'all, it was cool to dance? Oh, y'all thought we was that garbage that you could just dance? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how the Jets organization looks at that. You know what I'm saying? That's my point I'm trying to make. Is like, you didn't have to do that, bro. It's like,
fuck the Jets and their whole organization, man. Fuck Joe Namath. Fuck Mark Sanchez.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck Wayne Corbett. Fuck Chad Pennington. Fuck Curtis Martin. Fuck the whole Jets. Everything. I'm not here for what the Jets like and what they don't like. I'm here for Raider Nation.
I'm not concerned about that either,
you know
bro.
What I'm saying? And shout out.
I'm just saying. I'm just speaking politically correct.
Nah, man, this is a chance for you to not be politically correct right now, bro. If you've ever had a moment in your life, bro, where you could be politically incorrect or, cross that line, it's on the fucking Pillaging Podcast. Ken, you already know that.
I thought you were going to say smash that like button.
Smash that like
button. My brother.
Hey, real quick, let's clear the air. Shout out to Damage Incorporated for the $4.99 donation.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Good morning, Damage. Good morning.
Hey, Veto and Kelly too for $4.99.
Damage is like, damn, what the fuck did I wake up to? Shout out to Beto and Kelly.
Salute.
Her comment is in regards to Marshawn Lynch saying that's hyphy stuff. His face all around.
Hey, man, we just drank a fucking Mac Drizzle, so you already know where we stand.
Facts.
Hey, man.
Hey, Kane, thanks for coming on here, man, and spitting that fire as usual.
And getting into arguments with me as usual.
I knew.
I love you.
It was going way too smooth.
That's what me and Tay do. All the pillagers know that Tay is my brother.
Yeah,
that's my brother.
So if we all agree with each other,
exactly.
No, I want y'all motherfuckers to know that. All the pillagers.
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
This show if everybody agree with everybody.
Real quick. Don't get it twisted. You say something negative about Kane, I'm coming after you, man. So,
oh yeah, dude.
Just know that.
Just know that. That's my brother coming after you, dog.
Only I get to argue with Kane.
Hey, I'm just letting y'all know if Che comes after you, he got a bum knee. I'm just letting you know.
I love my brother.
I got my knee brace on.
He going knee deep in that ass. It don't even matter. Shout out to Beto and Callie once again. She says, as a whole mother effeminate crew, or I think she meant to say as a whole motherfucking crew, and if you're down with the Jets, then fuck you too.
Hey.
Damn. Shots fired.
Well, I'm not down with the Jets, baby girl. Trust me, I ain't down with the Jets.
The only thing in Jersey that the Pillaging Podcast is down with is those Taylor
ham and eggs.
Those Taylor ham and eggs. Right?
I'll smash on them too, bro.
Kane, we went back for doubles, dog.
Hey.
Yo, I know
seconds and thirds,
trying to get seconds, thirds, fourth empties, dog. Hell yeah, yo, that tailgate was fucking off the hook, man.
Kaner, I got about 15 phone calls I got to get to right now, bro. This is an epic segment.
Bro. All right, it's been good talking to y'all, man.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I look forward to speaking to y'all brothers next week.
Wide receivers for you, brother, next week. We all got homework to do. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna hit you up this week. We'll talk about that Goody Mob record.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, okay, for sure.
All right, brother.
For my people. You know what I'm saying?
It's the one.
Yeah. Every time I ride, it's for my people. Every time I rap, it's for my people. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get up on Goody Mob, Pillagers.
They're back.
You know what I'm saying?
They're back.
That song right there, that's a song for the time.
Yeah.
That's a song for today.
That's
And
what's
if you
up.
don't listen to it, you need to listen to it.
Shit.
Yeah, yeah.
The name of the album is Survival Kid, and that's all you need to know.
Hey,
That's
hey,
cool.
yo, but CeeLo back on it?
CeeLo back on it.
Oh, that's what's up.
Produced by Organized Noise, the whole thing.
Woo!
So it's
Hey, that's
OG
gonna be
then.
fire. I gotta get on
Got a
that.
verse.
yeah.
Yeah,
Big
Entree's
Boy
on
got a
it.
verse.
Yep.
What?
The whole
So they
Dungeon
got that.
family on that motherfucker.
That's fire. Dungeon
dude.
Family Crews all
Hell
up
yeah,
in there.
Dungeon is fucking lick, bro.
That's what's
Hell
up.
yeah.
That's
Hell
what's
Big
up.
Rube even got some shit on
Yep.
there with his
That's dope.
old ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hey, thanks for putting me up too on that. So
That's
good
fire.
looking out.
That's fire.
Talk to you. I'll talk to you probably like Tuesday, Wednesday or something, bro.
okay, my brother.
All right, bro.
One love to y'all, man.
Peace.
Hey,
I'll
peace
holla at
out,
y'all
brother.
next week.
All right, brother.
Be safe, Kane.
Hell
Peace.
yeah.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, that was fire. I need to use the restroom. Yeah. Short break, quicker than the last time, y'all. Hang in there.
I just went in my chair, dog.
Shit. Well, that's now your chair. My aunt made that chair.
It's
goddamn.
been his chair, bro.
Dang.
I wish y'all could see this chair. Well, before,
Hey.
it's a Raiders chair that Bobby
You don't want to
sits
see
in.
it now,
Yeah.
dog.
I don't. Real quick before
It's
we hit
got
the break.
plastic on it though, so it's good. It's safe.
No, you don't want to
It's
see
like
it,
your
dog.
mattress
No, you don't
when
want
you were growing up,
like my mattress
or
right
your
now.
mom, or every Mexican kid's fucking mom's couches in the 80s, wrapped in plastic. Did you fucking sweat on my couch?
Shout out to Pillaging Pete. Pete. He says Darren Waller does work and he's a cold piece of work. The Chiefs are smart and
Hey.
scared to get down. Need that Mac Drizzy beer. Hey, we're in the building and we're feeling ourselves.
Hey, Pete has become the impromptu cat in the chat right now.
Cat in
Keeping
the
it down.
chat.
That's right, dog. He's keeping it down for Vinny, man.
That's right. That's right. Oh, hey, we're gonna come back. Kenny's gotta go.
Cheers.
Peace. Y'all.
What did we miss? Yeah. Oh, we missed a $4.99 donation from Chevy Raider.
Hey, salute.
He says, I got almost 5 on it. Yo, as pissed as I am about the season, Gruden fixed the offense. Defensive studs came in and didn't perform. And that's it right there, man. I mean, the podcast is basically that comment right there with a whole lot of other fun mixed in. But we got a lot of calls to get to, guys. Let's switch gears. Let's go to the phone lines. I'm going to get through. Let's see how fast we can get through some of these. And I wanted to open up the calls live, but we got a lot stacked up here. So let's see what we can get through. It's about 10:15 right now, so I'd like to stop this at 11. Let's see how far we can get, and hopefully we can open up the phone lines. For those of you that are still awake, let's go here to the 484. I don't recognize that.
Kenny, Jay, Bobby Wasabi, Raider Soul calling out here from very cold Philadelphia.
Shout out.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, buddy. Didn't miss a lot of the game, but caught the end of it. It's just disappointing. Just kind of on par with our season, really. What do you address? I mean, the offense did its job. That went down and got us the points, and defense blown coverage again. I don't know. What's his name? That safety back there, Levin, something like that. He can't be on the field. We got to go get more safety help ASAP. Everything else, I mean, like I said, I didn't catch most of the game. I just saw the last fourth quarter. But, man, it's just on par with the season. Just disappointing. I don't know what else you do at this point besides just kind of move on to the off season again and hope again for next year. That's all I got. I got to go warm up. Raider Soul out.
Yeah, you move on, but you move on with the comfort that we only got to fix one side of the ball this offseason. How about
Right.
that?
Right, not
Right.
the entire thing. That's true, man.
Let's go to the 303 here.
Kenny, Che, Kane, Bobby Wasabi. Oh, my God.
What's up?
We have seen our fucking team lose in a million different fucking ways.
No weather?
No weather. That's how pissed off 303 was.
Bro, that is the first time.
Here, I'll do it. Kane, Kenny, Che, Bobby. This is 303 Raider here calling from gloomy Denver, Colorado.
There you go.
What the fuck, man? The second half. What did we give up? 6 points in the first half? And I don't know, 20 points. Missed tackle by McMillan. What the fuck was Arnett doing there, man? You got to score the touchdown there, bro. I don't know, man. Gruden cardballed out. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. He's toughed it up. Played. The offense scored enough. I know the red zone thing is still an issue, but we scored enough fucking points. And Arnett in the fucking face mask and the fucking bullshit. Man, this one fucking really hurts, man. Oh, my God. Anyways, I don't know what to say. Oh, I forgot to say it was really warm today in Denver. Fucking care. This one's straight kicking the nuts for Raiders.
There you go.
Fans. Merry Christmas.
There you go.
Go fuck yourself. Not you, but Raiders fans. This was 303, and I'm out.
No, you sound like my mom,
Hell yeah.
bro. That was like my mom calling me for breakfast. Like, go fuck yourself.
So I'm seeing now, some of these calls came in
Chinga tu madre.
in that last game. We're going to jump ahead here to January 3rd.
Oh, that's a Bobby one.
I lost the sausage,
That's
bro.
a
And
Bobby
that's a
one.
Bobby boy.
Here we go. We're jumping ahead a couple calls here.
All right.
That fucking thing was blocked. I fucking love it! Raiders!
Was that Raider Doug?
Who was that?
It was 209. Here, they called back.
Kenny, Jay, Kane, Brother Bobby, Pillagers. We end the season on another heart attack of a game. This your boy Raider Nug, just checking in.
you.
Last game of the season, and would we have it any other way? Offense is up, offense is down, defense is holding their own, while the offense is having 3 turnovers on 5 snaps, but yet we still come out with the W. I don't know what this fucking team is doing to us, but I need to start taking blood pressure medicine and checking my blood pressure daily just because of this fucking team. As many ups and downs as we've had this season, as much as we don't agree with what has happened throughout the season, throughout the last few years since Gruden has been back, I still see a lot of ups in this team. The offense is doing great.
Yes, they can do better. The defense needs a lot of improvement. They've been playing great in the last few weeks, mostly the last 2 weeks. But they have a bright future if they can only get a few dogs, and Gruden and Mayock suck it up, swallow their pride, and find a couple of guys that don't just have high football IQ and can play the fucking game the way it's supposed to be played and go out there and get some W's every week.
Yep.
I'm out. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to have a couple more drinks, and hopefully I'm not too drunk before the show comes on tonight. But, hey, it's been a good season. All the ups and downs. We should have done better. And I love you guys. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Love you too, brother. Happy
We love
New
you
Year.
too, dog.
Hell yeah, man.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, I feel you on the blood pressure thing. You know, maybe lay off the blue chew during the regular season. You'll end up with a purple dick and a 3-day headache. You don't want that. You don't want that.
Oh, man.
Life experiences,
That's
Vinny. I'm just saying.
Sometimes you got to learn from others.
I'm just saying, a smart man learns from his mistakes. A smarter man learns from other people's mistakes.
Hey, it's raining game in Northern California. It's raining game. Just trying to put you up on some game. Let's go back to 303 Raider. He called in. This was after the Broncos win. Or the Raiders win against the Broncos.
Hey, Bobby, what's up? Happy freaking New Year's to you guys, Pillaging crew. You guys are the best. Hopefully you had a wonderful holidays. This is your boy 303 calling from, not too cold, a little bit of windy, Denver, Colorado. What a win, man. I don't care what anyone fucking says. Winning is better than losing. This was somewhat of a historic game, right? Waller broke a touchdown, Timmy Brown's reception record. Josh Jacobs, first running back in Raiders franchise history since Marcus Allen to have first 2 seasons over 1,000 yards.
Yep.
Can you believe this? Gruden's first win in Denver ever. Carr's 21st comeback, fourth quarter comeback. And then this stat is crazy too. Check this one out. Our first final regular season win in 10 years.
Damn, it feels good. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, wasn't pretty. Just win, baby. Fucking fix the defense.
Yeah.
I want to bring Aguilar back.
Is that a new Raider slogan? Fucking fix the defense.
Fucking fix the
It
defense.
should be.
I have
Put that on
bumper,
a fucking t-shirt.
I have that bumper sticker already, dog. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah.
Hey, shout out Antonio Aguilar's son.
I don't want to bring Brown back. I mean, we're 6-3 without him. And we need to fix the defense. We need to get a disruptive defensive tackle. We need to get a veteran free safety next to Abram. And hopefully with the regular offseason, a lot of these rookies that didn't really do well this year can come back and we can get a top 15 defense to go with our, I think, seem to be better offense next year as well. So anyways, this is 303. Excited that we won, especially for me. Sweep the donkeys, baby. And I'm out.
Great call, 303. Quick break right now. Bobby pointed out to me, Chevy Raider in the chat. Rest in peace, MF Doom.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
This is where I'm going to take a non-football segue and tell you guys about MF Doom. Even if you don't listen to rap, MF Doom is he stands outside of the crowd. Let me tell you that. I've been a fan of Zev Love X since the 1980s when he was in KMD. Saw his brother die at a very early age and completely disappeared from the rap scene, only to show up about 10 years later with a mask on and a different name, and nobody knew who he was.
Yep.
Didn't take long for us to figure it out. MF Doom, very interesting. On the surface, sounds like a very simple rhymer, very simple lyricist. When you pay attention to MF Doom, you realize he's doing math problems around your head.
Yep.
It's kind of the special thing about the way he raps is it sounds very simple, and it's not one of the most intelligent rappers, one of the most entertaining rappers, and a rapper that never took himself too seriously. A very mysterious man, very enigmatic, very outside of the scene, very private, and
but very respected, man.
Highly respected by some of the greatest
indeed.
in the game. Even some of these top 40 rappers, man.
All of them, man.
All of them. So, passed away in October. We didn't find out until just last week, and I teared up in my kitchen. I'm not going to lie. I was showing my daughter some MF Doom after that. She's not really into rap, but she kind of thought, hey, this guy's cool. He's different. And he's a rapper for the rapper, man. He's a rapper's rapper. That's what I'll say about MF Doom.
That's what's up.
Yep. You said it the best way right there, bro.
Yeah, did I break that news to you, bro?
You did.
I did,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Blew me back, man. Blew me back.
It caught me off guard too, and I know just me and Kenny more so than me. Kenny's got his ear to the ground when it comes to hip hop. He's got way more knowledge than I do. Yep. I'm a music head, and that applies to all music. But when I got the information from some of my friends, the first person I thought of was you. So I was like, I gotta tell Kenny because I don't even know if he knows this, But rest in peace, MF Doom, man. Like you said, he's the rapper's rapper, respected by all, like real rappers, right? Like there might be a lot of young motherfuckers out there doing the current game that don't have any knowledge of him, but that's because they don't have knowledge.
And
so
there you go. That's the first topic right there for the crow's nest.
Hey, and no, we're gonna be going deep in that, and maybe we can play some music. I don't know. We might get kicked off the air, but fuck it. I say fuck it. Play some fucking music because MF Doom came hard, man.
Yeah.
And the first time I ever heard of MF Doom was through my boy Jesse, that I met out in SD, hip hop head as well, music head as well. So, as soon as I caught that information from him, like I said, I came back to the rest of my fam over here with that knowledge too. So, R.I.P. man, that's a gigantic loss, man. 2020 did not rest in terms of taking away some greats, and even the beginning of 2021 hasn't been that great for a lot of people. So, I hope that we start to see that turnaround as the year continues. I think after this past week's incidents, I think the start began with people changing their minds on allowing this motherfucker to stay in office. So I think we're up for a good year after this, man. As soon as that motherfucker's gone, I think things might change.
Yeah.
So, hopefully I'm not wrong.
Passed away on Halloween. I like to think that he's up there rocking the biggest show ever with his brother.
Hey, that was the best comment you made, bro.
Thank you.
When you said that, dude, I was like, yeah, man. I want to envision that right there, dude.
Yep.
Because, damn, bro, this cat changed my world when I seen him, dog. Shout out to my homeboy Chips, that Chicano hipster right there, bro. He's the guy that put me on, dog, and I love it, bro. I love it whenever my brothers put me on to some good shit and keep me updated, dog. So shout out to everybody. Shout out, Che.
Yeah. MF Doom, all caps.
Yeah,
spell the man's name right.
That's right.
If you're interested and you want to check it out, I recommend the album Mad Villainy. If you're going to listen to any MF Doom album.
That's my favorite album.
That's the one you got to listen to.
With Madlib. Madlib collabo right there. Madlib is an unsung fucking hero of hip hop as well, man. People sleep on him.
Yep.
Kind of like they did with Jay Dilla, man. They slept on Jay Dilla too. You that's another one right there. Jay Lib right there.
Yeah.
Producer, dude.
Yeah.
Dilla dog right there, bro.
You got to check both those albums out.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So rest in peace, man. We lost a great one. All right.
Hey.
Let's go to 360.
I did not get a chance to listen or even watch today's game sparingly via Red Zone or what the fuck is it called? The Westwood One Media Network today.
Oh, real quick before he goes in, let's comment on that, man. It was so weird, man, because I woke up that morning thinking this might be the last televised Raiders game that we get that we can count on watching. I don't know what happens next year.
Right.
And then it wasn't on TV. And I hate to say it, that might be the end of an era for Raiders broadcast here in the Bay Area. I don't know. I know there's games of playoff implications. It all made sense. I get it. They're not in the market anymore, and you had playoff implication games. And let's face it, the Raiders are playing for nothing, just for pride. So we'll see if they continue on next year. If they keep winning, maybe they keep putting them on. But man, might be the end of an era. I might have to go get one of them bootleg satellite cards again. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I'm actually depending and very much appreciative of those pillagers and those friends who are live streaming that stuff through Facebook, live
Hell
or
yeah.
whatever, dude. Yo, those cats that actually bring us the live feed,
come through,
that bring us that link to that website that we could watch it for free. Y'all some straight out soldiers right there, bro.
Hell yeah.
Coming through for the nation like that, for everybody like that, not just keeping that information to you. Thank you so much, man. That's all I gotta say. Thank you, family.
Psst, hey, get a VPN and purchase NFL Game Pass.
That's it. That's it. That's
watch
it.
all the games live.
All the time.
All the time.
Whenever you want.
I'm illegal, bro.
Can't be taking those kind of risks.
That's how I roll, baby.
I gotta say. But shouts out to Bobby Wasabi, shouts out to Raideroo, shouts out to everybody on YouTube, and shouts out to all you angry people on Twitter for keeping me updated.
Everybody.
Kenny Che Kane, brother Wasabi, what's up, Pillagers? This is Pete. You know what? Gotta say, 8-8 sounds way better than 7-9, and I'm just going to take small victories here. Okay. I don't know what everyone else's feelings are. Like I said, I didn't get to watch all of it, but here's my commentary. More than anything, playoffs, this, that, whatever, exclusive. I mean, do we make the playoffs? Is it this? Is it that? Are we a shitty team? You know what I was happy about? At the end of the day, week 17 of the NFL season is that our record as a Raiders team looks better than it did last year, and I'm going to happy Tom Cable Day. Shit. I don't care. By the way, I'm in full swing draft and off-season program. Look forward to talking about that coming up if we get some good shows coming on. And the only observation I have from listening to Mr. Musburger, tuning in when I got to listen to Mr. Musburger in the end of the fourth quarter, well, semi the third, is do me and Bobby Wasabi have to go on an exotic mission, to a forbidden kingdom to steal an amulet to prevent turnovers? Because this team is really good at turnovers. Not just Derek Carr throwing picks. I'm we are fucking excellent giving the other team the ball. In great position too. Do I have to make an Nganga practice Santeria with Khalil Mack, Randy Moss, and Jamarcus Russell jerseys and then light them on fire after I complete a blood quest? So how do we cure turnovers? Because at this point, do we blame the players, or are we as fans lacking? Should we look into the occult practices to try and figure this out? Because I don't know. All right? I have no idea what to do about it. Either way, hope to see you all on at 7 tonight. Take it easy. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, everybody. Fucking pillage on. Krakachella. Enjoy yourself.
We got that done. We cracked a few. A few. Just for you.
I can't feel my I can't feel my pulse right now, bro.
It was a very uplifting call from Pillaging Pete at the end.
Hell
of
yeah.
Otherwise disappointing season, so I appreciate that. Keeping us on our toes, Pete, man. Did not expect that tone, but I like it. I like that. 760.
Pillaging family, what's cracking? I will take on the name that was given to me on the last time that I called in, Raider Flatulence, but otherwise I was formerly known as the Pillager C. John Fish. I'll put my Truza for a second. My 3 pluses from 2020 were really the backup linemen, our tight end, wide receiver room. I mean, who's gone other than Zay, and who gets re-signed?
Raider Giuliani, I'm just saying.
As long as he don't start sweating, he's cool.
And it's I hope there's a spot for Tyrell if they can get him right on the cheap, but Aguilar's got to come back. Come on now.
Yep.
And then the chemistry you really saw on that end. Minuses, obviously, most of the D-line, most of the fucking secondary. Can't really hate on the linebackers given those two things. And then the one thing that really makes my dick the softest of anything, fucking COVID. I don't know, man. Love you guys. Miss you guys. Hope to see everyone next year or this year. Fuck.
Yep.
My bad. R.I.P. 2020.
That's
Yeah.
That's the intro right there, bro.
That's I guess so. that one was forced out, man.
Now that's how you get pink eye.
I guess so.
Yeah, facts.
Chevy Raider says, rest in peace, Sean Price. That's right. P.
Oh, yeah, man.
P.
R.I.P.
Sean Price still putting out albums, man. That's how fucking dope he is.
Damn.
Let's go 360.
It's a new year. It's 2021. And you know what? Let's try and start this off a little positive. And I have to say, 8-8 really does sound way better than 7-9. Kenny Che Kane, brother Wasabi, what's up, Pillagers? This is Pete. How we doing? Well, hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas and a good New Year. Just hope everyone had a good time with recent events and stuff like that in the Raiders season. So let's get into team territory. So this is the season-ending review show. So I got to say, I'm going to start off with my MVP. No doubt at all, the MVP of the Raiders for 2020 is Darren Waller. We would be a 6-10 team without him. We would suck massive phalluses if we did not have that man. I mean, like, oh God. My trash can player of the year this year. It's actually not a player. It's not a unit of the team. It's not anything. It's a thing. It's COVID-19 and the way our team handled it all year long and all off season. And it was, kind of commented on throughout the year, especially when we were doing well. We're a very young team. Well, look, being a young team has its repercussions. I mean, Jason Witten can't mentor everybody, and the COVID-19 stuff this year, man, outside of injuries, like, dude, that was our biggest fall off. Hardcore. If it wasn't for that, injuries, God bless it, say what you will, but the way we handled our COVID-19 protocol, and by the time this call gets in, I'm sure I'm beating a dead horse, but just so bad. And anywho, as far as off-season stuff and draft stuff goes, don't have any prospects yet. I'm sure we can talk about that later. And I want to see a theme this year, and this is my opinion. I kind of don't trust Mr. Mayock with drafting defense. I want to see us draft offense, Lynn Bowden, and I want to see free agency money going to defense. And I know it sounds like, okay, we got 2 linebackers last year. We tried Karl Nassib and Malik Collins, but let's free up some cap. I want to get rid of LaMarcus Joyner. I want to get rid of Trent Brown. Pay Denzel Good some fucking money.
Yeah.
And let's get to some defensive free agents. Not superstars, maybe, just something. As far as the DC position goes, I've made my point clear. Raheem Morris is my guy because I think he can make our secondary way more disciplined, but I'm okay with Gus Bradley. In the meantime, who knows? Can't wait to hear what your guys' opinion on. See y'all on at 8 tonight. Take it easy, y'all. Happy New Year, Pillagers.
Yeah, I like the Gus Bradley pick. This strong call, very dense call. Educate me, guys. Raheem Morris, he's the head coach right now. He has to be let go for us to bring him over as a DC. Is that right?
I believe so.
Can't leave for a demotion?
Yeah.
So it seems like a long shot. But again, like you said earlier, Che, we have no idea what Atlanta wants to do or what their plans are. So it's an outside shot. But yeah, I'd like Gus Bradley too. Shore up that secondary, man. I think we have some guys in the making in Abram and Arnett and Amik Robertson and Trayvon Mullen. I think they benefit greatly from a guy like Gus Bradley. So I wouldn't be mad.
It's all about they can get that dialed in. Shit, sky's the limit, honestly.
Yeah. And I think to Gus Bradley and the Legion of Boom, that's a mystique and a legend there that's fresh enough that young players know who he is, like immediately gaining respect walking in the door. So I like that. That's a good move. But like I said, it's early. I'm hoping they interview everybody, man, and just get everyone in the building and pick their brains. John and Mike Mayock, they do their due diligence. They're not afraid of staying up late and doing that extra work. So I think they're going to exhaust all options before they make their decision. That's what I'd like to see.
Well, FYI, I did get a call, and it was very brief.
Did you?
Yeah, but I got a little quick interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, hey, how's it going? And I was like, oh, it's not so... Hello? So technically, I got the call.
Hey.
But, they did their due diligence.
So what you're saying is there's a chance.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that, man. I'd love to see that.
I would like to see that. I would love to see her. Shout out. That's the last dragon for you.
I don't know how this call is going to go. It's 3 seconds. There's no transcription. It's from the 916. Oh, you know what? It looks like they called back, so maybe they had a connection issue. So we'll skip that.
Okay.
We'll go to their main call.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Hey, Kenny, Bobby, Wasabi, Che, and Kane. This is PSP Raiderette. I don't have much of a rant. I ain't got that fire for you tonight, but I will say that I am
Raiders.
Hey, Kenny, Che, Bobby, Wasabi, Kane. Hope y'all are doing good tonight. This is PSP Raiderette. I'm glad to see that I can actually see a podcast tonight. I've been missing y'all.
I miss you too.
I'm disappointed, though, in our team, our boys. The late confidence really broke my heart. I wish they had that kind of confidence all throughout the season.
Right.
Even though I know the team is technically 2 years old because Gruden's build. In my opinion, I'm not a football expert
And neither are we.
or numbers expert, but from what I see, Gruden needs a real plan. It's not working. Obviously, what he put together isn't working. I just want to see our team do better because I got my hopes up seeing Chucky out there again, and I thought that we was going to do better.
Yeah.
But still, no matter what, always a Raider. Win, lose, or tie, still flying my flags. Even though we ain't even in the playoffs, I'm still flying my flags, walking around with my Raider gear on,
Hell yeah.
supporting my Raiders because I love them no matter what.
That's it.
Glad to hear you guys back on. Win, lose, or tie. Raiders till I die.
Yeah, great call, Patrina.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, I agree with you on a lot of points there about Gruden's plan. I think the firing of Paul Gunther, they're not quite in the middle of the season, but later in the season, during the season, I think that sends a message to not just the team, but to the rest of us and to all the critics and the media of John Gruden, is he knows he fucked up. And he rode that horse way too long. And instead of just doing it quietly in the offseason where all these changes are happening and it's a time where you expect like something, he just cut it short. And he said, I messed up. Let's just do this right now. Let's rip the Band-Aid off and move forward. So I like to see that from a guy from John Gruden who's known to be headstrong and stubborn, not willing to budge from his style. And for him to do that during the regular season, I think that sends a lot of messages, man.
Absolutely. I mean, I think we've all made our arguments, and as fans, you know, when we see something we don't like, we want shit to happen immediately, right? So there's plenty of people out there to argue against this fact, but I think you're right. You know, when he realized, look, I tried, I gave this too much of a chance, it didn't work out. I'm not about to sit here till the offseason and then try to do it quietly. I'm going to do it right now in the middle of the season. Yes, it's late in the season. Yes, we might have lost our chance at the playoffs, but I'm going to do it right now to prove a point that I am about making this team better. I'm not going to be dedicated to my friends. I'm going to be dedicated to this team, this franchise, and these fans.
Yep.
And I think that's the right move, Gruden. I think we wanted it all earlier. I wanted it in the offseason before the season began.
Yeah.
A lot of us did.
Yeah.
But you moved on the way we wanted you to, and that's all we can take from it from now. You know, the next step is bringing in the right guy. That's it. You bring in the right guy, things turn around, and things are different. I think if this team can bring in the right defensive coordinator and get this defense to jump from the bottom at least to the middle, then this team is completely different. We're playoff team bound for sure. Because we were almost a playoff team with this defense, with the bottom of the league, right? So if you jump this defense to the middle of the league and this offense continues to progress, there's no reason why we shouldn't be in the playoffs next season. Okay, so that's what we have to look forward to, man. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful we bring in a genius defensive mind to start getting us on the right track.
I respect the guy that has basically the balls to stand up in front of everyone and say, I fucked up.
That's it.
And that's my thing, dude, is that why can't you just say I fucked up? And it sucks that it took this long, but I'm glad he did it.
But you know what though, Gruden will not shy away from that.
Yeah.
Because after every game, when things don't go the way that they were planned for, he always says, you know what, the offense, we stuttered, we did this, we did that, and that's on me. We've heard Gruden say that a lot over the past few seasons already, right? Where he says, and that's on me, right? Because he honestly believes that. Like, obviously, I didn't prepare these guys as well as I should have.
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe that. That's not just like to be politically correct, as we were talking about earlier. I don't think he's just trying to make amends with the crowds or with the fans. Like,
no.
Oh yeah, my coach is taking ownership. That okay, then I'm all right with him now. I think he's honest. He doesn't like fucking losing. Gruden doesn't like losing. He didn't come back to fucking lose games,
He takes it personally.
He fucking hates that shit. If you want any proof of that, just zoom in his fucking face at the end of every fucking loss. The guy's angry. He's really fucking upset about losing games. He doesn't appreciate losses.
Yeah.
And he sure as hell doesn't fucking appreciate losing to other coaches and being the lesser coach in a game. He doesn't like that shit. So, say what you will about his demeanor and what he does and, maybe his pride or whatnot, but we know for sure the motherfucker doesn't want to lose games. And I can ride with a coach like that, at least for another fucking season. At least for another season, right? As long as this offense continues to perform and this defense improves, I don't think we're going to have any, objections to him being head coach. I think he'll leave on his own agenda.
Yeah.
But if we regress offensively and we don't improve defensively, a lot of people are going to be calling for his head.
Yeah.
And that's just.
I can honestly see if this team doesn't get over 500 next year, Gruden taking himself out of the equation. I can see that. Not to start any rumors. Really quick, before we do get out of here, I want to give a shout out to Joseph Corbin for the donation via PayPal and net binders. You guys donated during the Christmas break. D-Man, Daryl Padilla, appreciate it. And Seth Shepard, y'all say Merry Christmas. Hey, Merry Christmas to y'all too. Appreciate the generosity and everything that you guys have given. That includes all of you in the chat. And oh my God, holy
Pillaging. Todd.
Irish Raider with a €50 donation in the chat.
That's our guy, man.
Wow.
That's not even counting the exchange rate. That's a lot.
That's a lot. He says you guys have been missed. That goes for the chat too. We miss you guys deeply. Every time we have extended time off like that, I always forget how to do the show when I come back. So thanks for reminding me, guys. You guys help out a lot.
I saw you hitting that one button, and I was like, Kenny.
That's the wrong button, Kenny.
That's not even a button, bro. That's the top to my beer.
I'm all boom, just pushing anything. You got the Todd for the 50 tier. We appreciate that.
Shout out, man.
Salute.
Appreciate that.
Salute.
It's good to see you guys all back. We're going to see you guys next Sunday. Again, we're going to start our personnel group breakdowns. We're going to go, position by position, kind of give you the real thorough rundown. Again, reset that.
And not only that, too, but it's also a chance for y'all to fluff up some of your stats for those nesty calls.
That's right, man. Get them calls in.
That's it.
Because this is it. This is the final run right here. We got a couple more weeks, and we're into it. End of the when the Super Bowl ends, that's when we're coming with that show. So
that's right.
Be prepared. You're on notice.
Dust off those cover buns. We're gonna make it happen.
Get them bow ties.
The fuck is the cummerbund even for, though?
it hides that beer belly.
It does.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It's an optical illusion.
Although the only time I ever wore that was in middle school, which is weird.
I know,
the only time I ever wore that was for my cousin's wedding in the 80s.
You actually wore one of those?
And my grandmother's and my grandfather's 50th anniversary.
All right. Well,
we
maybe
wore
that.
Those were gold, bro.
All right, maybe
those
that.
were gold cover buns.
Because cover buns are old school, bro. So maybe I can understand for.
That's old school, bro. The 80s, bro. So we're from the old school, Bobby.
Yeah, hell, that's what I'm saying. I can understand that.
I didn't wear one yesterday, dog.
I saw you rolling into.
Although
I saw you rolling into the crow's nest with one, dog. That one day.
Hey, man. I'm gonna have to bust one out just for that.
For the nesties.
A blacked out cummerbund
for the nesties
with Chela prints on it.
Oh,
that would be a dope ass cummerbund.
That'd be sick, dog.
A cummerbund sounds like a delicious side dish, man. Like, pass the cummerbund. I need some butter for my cummerbund. Shout out to Veteran Callie.
Pillaging.
Oh, man.
With the $19.99 donation. She says, advice, number 1, set up an address for us to send y'all chelas to review.
Hey.
Veto, I'm working on that.
Yeah, we got to get that P.O. box popping.
You gotta get a P.O. box. Number 2, she said, use social media so we can follow the pod. We got social media. None of us post to it.
Yeah, I think the key word was use.
Yeah. I know, Beto. You know what it is? Honestly, for me, I can't speak to these guys. For me, I'm just so afraid of putting the wrong thing out there. I'm just being completely honest with you guys. I'm so afraid of putting the wrong thing out there because I don't see a lot of positivity on social media. And I'm not even talking about Raiders, social media. I don't want to get on my soapbox right now, but I just feel a certain kind of way about social media. And I've completely unplugged over the last few months. Like, I don't have a personal account anymore. I agree. I got to pick up the pace with the pillaging account. We all have the password to that. But I'm just so scared, man, to be honest with you. I just see a lot of hatred out there, and I really don't want negativity in my life. I hit a moment this summer where I decided to just remove all negativity. Anything that I can control, I don't need it. But I hear your advice, and you're 100% right. I mean, we're a brand. We should be out there. We got to figure something out in those regards. So I'm just letting you know the reason why. It's just too damn negative. And then, I mean, you guys hear me on the microphone. Shh. I've put some stuff out there in the Twitterverse that I'm like,
I've seen some of those drafts, and you're like, should I? And I was like, nah, bro.
Yeah, that's what we do over here. By the way, we send each other drafts, and we're like, I'm about to hit fucking send. Should I?
Yeah.
There's been a few times where we didn't even wait for the answer. We're just like,
yeah. Half the time we just send it.
I don't think I'm gonna do that shit. Save them the draft still though.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a separate show. Maybe we'll just read our drafts to you guys. That's a Crow's Nest episode.
Talking to you, Dylan, live it. That's right.
Oh man.
Yeah, my drafts is like a haunted house, bro. It's like a slaughterhouse.
Royce the 5'9" is in that bitch.
But you're right, Beto. And she says to get on. She says to get on there so we can grow, and
it's true.
I appreciate that. The Pillaging Podcast, we're not real focused on being the biggest thing out there. We're just not. We want to put out a quality product. We want to grow by word of mouth. We want to keep the family tight. We want to stay connected to you guys. We never want to get too big for our britches. And I've just seen, and I'm not going to say any names, and I'm not saying anything bad about anybody. This is what they want to do, and they're doing it, and good on them for the success. But I've seen too many podcasts, Raider podcasts and otherwise, that just get so focused on getting more followers that they're willing to do anything they can. You know, like, let's do a show with 50 other Raider content people, and you listen to it, and it's a hot mess, and everyone's talking over each other, and they're all good personalities. But I just
let's do a show with all duck lips.
Yeah, I don't. But you're right. Like I'm gonna try to follow your advice in the new year. But I just see a lot of people selling out for the follows, you know, and we're not like that. We're not. This ain't Chad Sports. You know what I'm saying?
Chad Sports. Chad,
and trust me, man. There's been other things behind the scenes where it's just like it ain't worth it, you know. But we'll figure it out. And I didn't know you were on Reddit. She said she missed me on Reddit. Reddit's cool. I actually like the Reddit community. It's a harsh, critical community, but it is community, and I like that. That's sort of my home away from home. Home being the blog. I don't even go on my own blog anymore because that shit is a fucking dumpster fire. I used to go on there to talk football, and now it's just MAGA wars on there. I swear to God, and that's a big part of it all too. You know, is just politics are everywhere, and I got real strong political feelings that not really anybody understands because I don't stand on one side or the other, and I don't know. I think that's the thing about all of us here at the Pillaging Podcast is we see things for what they are. We see things coming miles away. It's not that we're super smart or smarter than the next guy. We're just real with ourselves. We're real with what we see. We're real with you guys. And we're way too good at recognizing patterns. And sometimes it's a tough pill for people to swallow. But we appreciate the support. I really appreciate the advice. It tells me that you care and you're paying attention. And that's all we really ask for. We're just really appreciative for you. There's 45 people in the chat tonight. It feels like 4,500 to me, in my opinion. So, and as a performer, lifelong performer, I always felt like if you could do a show for 15 people, you could do a show for 15,000 people. It's a lot smaller, a lot harder with a smaller audience. Let me tell you that. You know,
hey, out of the 45 people though, at least a good 95 people hit that thumbs up button, dude.
Yeah,
they hit that like
95%.
That's what I like.
That's right.
We roll high in the percentages. I'm just saying.
So I mean, just to kind of give you guys a sneak peek behind the scenes here of kind of what our philosophy is and what we operate is, we really believe in you guys. We believe in the Pillagers. This show is nothing without you. We use the chat a lot in our show. I don't know how the audio listeners feel about that. I haven't heard any feedback from them, but you know, the show's changed a lot in the last years. We've gone to this live format, and we've seen the community grow right in front of our eyes in real time as we're doing the show. And it's just a real humbling feeling because I haven't met most of y'all, but I'm sure that when I do, it's going to be hella natural because we witnessed that the last 2 years at the Coliseum. We got to meet a lot of you guys in person, and it was cool. It was real cool, you know.
Real quick, though, Vito says, LOL, I know, but followers like me don't get the YouTube notifications until hours before the pod comes out or comes on. And sometimes I'm too beta for that. Do you guys, though, 100? No more than me. Yo, shout out, because sometimes we're too pedos, too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But no, look, it's not because we don't want to. Like Kenny said, there's a lot of shit that goes into our inability to post on a regular basis. I think a lot of our posts come from the heart, and you know, we don't necessarily like to share that all the time because we don't want to bombard you people with our personal thoughts all the time either. We all have our personal pages, and that's where we kind of resort to when we do post on social media for the most part. But in terms of our brand, in terms of you know, the promotion of the show, you know, it's something that we talk about a lot, and we do make the attempts to do better on that, and we're gonna try. We're gonna continue to try to be better on that. But just understand, we're not, like Kenny said, we're not these other cats that focus on growing and on the numbers and the follows. We focus on the listeners, the current listeners.
Yep.
And what we care is to bring the best version of ourselves to you guys. You might disagree with us. Maybe it's not the best version of ourselves, but we think we're giving you the best version of ourselves. We try to. And that's what it's all about, man. We're not here to try to be or try to claim to be the best podcast on out there or the best rated podcast.
Even though I do say that at the start of every show.
Yeah. Even though we say that.
Might be
but that's part of that sell, right? That's part of that sell. That's just real. But y'all already know when you guys get here, we greet you, we acknowledge you, we appreciate you.
Just like at the tailgates.
And that shit ain't never gonna change. And maybe that's just it. I mean, we like to have that handshake. We like to have that dap at the tailgate. We like to have that hug. We like to have that chela with y'all. And we weren't able to do that this year. And I really feel like that's part of what we are. That's our brand. We're real people. What you see on camera, what you see in this video right now, if you're watching us live or you're watching on the replay, this is who you're gonna get. Don't get twisted. You ain't gonna come to fucking tailgate and see a different chair, a different Kenny, or a different Bobby.
A soft-spoken.
Yeah, we're gonna yell at you.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna yell at you. Hey, motherfucker, come over here. There's some beers over there.
We gonna feed you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna feed you. We're gonna throw some.
Make sure you drank something.
Plenty of fucking carne asada and fucking tacos and plenty of beers and plenty of love. That's what we do. That's who we are as people. We don't try to be anything different. We're not gonna fake the funk with y'all. Yeah. So we appreciate y'all. We're gonna do better on social media. We will. That's part of our progress as an entity. But we're gonna keep being what we are.
I believe it was
that ain't gonna change.
I believe it was you fellas that said y'all build the Pillaging Podcast one chela at a time.
That's
one
it.
handshake at a time.
That's it.
And it's not about those numbers. It's about those diehards. Yep. Because I'll tell you, Kenny and you, Che, and you, Kane, like this, is that as far as Pillageros is concerned, we'll fight anybody, bro. And we'll take them down, whether it's Chad Sports or anybody else. We'll take them down, bro.
Yeah.
And it's not because of it's about because we're yes men and blah blah blah. It's because we're family, bro.
We're not yes man.
No.
But
nobody,
we're the furthest thing from.
Nobody in the chat, nobody that listens to this is a yes man or woman.
Hell no.
We're all family.
Yeah.
And we all stand by each other and we all fight for each other. And there's nobody out there in that chat group, in that Pillaging fam, that I would never turn my back on, because I know my brother would always, and my sister would always have my back.
That's right.
That's
right. That's right, man.
I've said it once. I said it before. I'll put our 45 chatters up against 4,500. And it's going to be a tussle. We're going to come out with bumps, bruises, and scrapes, and Mitch Renz's ears on a necklace around my chest.
Hey, Mitch Renz looks about my size, dude. I'll fuck him up, bro. Hey, we should do that, bro. Over the off season,
we'll wreck shop with the pillagers, bro. We got some real motherfuckers in the pillaging, in the pillaging chat, in the pillaging followers, pillaging crew. Yo, we will wreck shop. That's no joke right there. These 40 right here, and then some, because you already know there's gonna be another, 1,000 and some, 2,000 and some that will listen for the remainder of the week that don't get to catch the live show. We'll rock with this pillaging crew, with the pillaging fans, with the pillagers. We'll rock with y'all. We will win wars.
And as Raider Nug said, we'll give you some Pakis and some jalapeno M&Ms.
The only podcast that spikes the chips.
Shout out to Spooky.
Spooky.
My final thought until we hop on social media. How about this? How about y'all start sharing for us? How about that?
Hey, retweet. Hey, when we do put out a fucking tweet,
bang bang,
or a post, share that shit, because it's a rarity.
Bang bang.
I ain't no narcissist, man. People tell me all the time, like, and I'm not talking about podcasting really at all. I'm talking about other things. You're Kenny, you're a real talented person. You're real talented. That's great. I like to hear that. I don't ever believe that about myself.
Right.
I think, as artists, we're always feel like we suck and the next time has to be better. And that's how things get better, right? That's how you grow as an artist is not being satisfied. So that's part of it too. Some of it is confidence. But that's my final thought on that. So if you guys want to help us out, hey, help us out. If you don't, hey, just keep riding with us. It's all good. And real quick before we get out of here, shout out to Irish Raider.
Yeah.
He says, not going to lie, this was the first Raider podcast I listened to, and at the moment it's the only one. Too much drama with the others. See, I don't even know about that drama, and that's part of it. Yeah. Damage Incorporated said, in 2018, I stumbled on the podcast and messaged Kenny to say hello and thanks. Got back to me straight away and welcomed an old guy from Scotland into the family. That's class. Hey, I try to connect with all of you guys. You can DM me. I will respond to you. I do check the DMs. I do check the notifications. And I do check my phone. I mean, a lot of you have my phone number. I'm not shy about that. So if you got it, hit me up, man. Don't ever feel like, I'm texting the host of the Pillaging Podcast. No, you're texting me. You know what I'm saying? So
Bobby knows all about that.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Bobby showed up to the tailgate nervous, thought he was fine. He was meeting special people, and then realized these motherfuckers is just like me.
I just realized, these guys put on their pants one leg at a time, just like me.
They're not purple, but hey,
exactly, they're cool.
Not purple pants, jeans.
But, I'm glad. Quinn said, let somebody else sell boner pills. Hey, Blue Chew, hit us up, man. We mention you guys on every episode.
Yeah, and then you know what? That's another thing. Okay, for all of y'all that are here, you guys hear all the recommendations we give out, you know, sometimes in jokes, but nonetheless, we're promoting the motherfuckers. Hit these motherfuckers up for us as well, man. Let's listen. Hit up fucking grocery outlet, Blue Chews.
Fucking grocery outlet. They
Hit these motherfuckers
up, bro.
Tell them what the fuck's up with the Pillaging Podcast sponsorship. Man, they be promoting y'all motherfuckers every week.
That's right, dog. We'll be the Blue Crew, bro. Blue Crew on that Blue Chew. We'll pop one at the beginning of the hour, and then we'll have to leave like halfway. I'm just saying, you know. It'd be weird if we didn't.
Oh, man.
Tell my ladies stay up late.
But in short, what we're trying to say is we love you guys. We love you so much. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
2021. Hey, the calendar changed, but life doesn't. Don't expect anything that you haven't seen already. But expect us to be here and help you get through all the madness.
That's right.
And, hey, keep raidering on, Raider Nation.
That's right.
But that's it for this week's show. Tune in every week wherever podcasts are found. Until next week, keep the wind in your sails and the rum in your mug. And Pillage on, Raider Nation. This has been a product of the Crow's Nest Podcast Network. I'm Kenny Stapler, joined as always by
your boy Che
and Bobby Wasabi.
Peace.
Peace.
Go Raiders.
We out here.
Like a freight train coming, you're blowing the town. Like a diesel motor, you never shut down. With your pistons pumping, you're mowing them down. It's a sight to see, they all lay their money down. When you're gone, mama, hell, you ain't acting right. When you're gone, mama, I can still see your eyes. When you're gone, mama, this'll be my last goodbye. When you're gone, gone, when the sky is gray and the night sets in, it's your cue to do it all again. Until the next time I hear your name, or right beside you now, my thoughts to remain. When you're gone, mama, I'll be missing you. When you're gone, mama, I can still see